Hey guys. Hope you all doing well. I'm not doing too hot, but I'm okay. I'm good enough to stream. So, I'm King of Link 25, Jack of all games, and Master of none. And today we're going right back into Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. Last time we were playing, we ended halfway through a trial that accused Maya of being a witch and turning the good Professor Layton to gold. God, well, that sounds so weird. All right, but before we get into that, I got a couple things I want to say.
Objection!
Beside that. First things first, we rated JT the Game Boy last time, who was playing some sweet Majora Math. So he followed the channel. So awesome to him. Thank you very much for that. Second, I saw it. Was Alex Hero dropping a T1 sub for a month. They've done this so far for 13 months. So that's awesome of you. Thank you very much, man. That's what you want to say, objection. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. All right. So, I'm a little under the weather right now. Not perfect, 100%. But I'm a little warm. Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm a little bit under the weather right now. I'm not perfect 100%. I had to take some medicine to help me out. Slight headache. I'm a little warm in the collar, and my throat's been achy all day. So, really hope I don't have a cold or something. That would suck so hard for multiple reasons. All right. So before I think, so Mahalo, Alex, I saw Sammy here a minute ago. It's very awesome of you all. Watch, you have strep throat too. I hope not. I don't want to get strep throat before Thursday. That's pre-order day. I have to get sure the show Ryukin. I don't think I know that person, Mohammed. Let's see. Let's do that. Pray. Pray? Dude. I know that game. It's scary. But it's got a lot of good craft elements in it. And it's got a lot of weird decision stuff making. So go follow if you haven't. I'm going to do it now, in fact. There. Thank you. I didn't know that one. Yes, I do. I played it once on my PC. I think I have it on my console. So I could play. I could do it for Halloween. Not sure how hard I'll go and how long I'll go at it for. Not doing the moon content, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I know it. Let's see here. You're in a space station surrounded by monsters called Typhon. Your goal is to either escape or stop the baddies. You can either go full human or full alien, which involves alien powers, or you can just ignore it and just go right down the middle. There are choices. There's what you can do and how people can help, side missions, all sorts of cool stuff. It looked good. It played well. I saw. I think it all started because I saw Markiplier play it. So I kind of want to play it myself on stream, but not right now. Maybe towards around Halloween I'll do it. So let's get into it. Okay, you. Ooh, I think the butler did it. When else did it? Who else would do it? Geez. So last time we managed to prove that there was a second person in the turn that made a turn late in the gold. And a few other things. So we're trying to pin it on Jean Greyo, who apparently is a male butler. I know what you're thinking. I couldn't quite believe it at first either. But the evidence and circumstance all point to the butler. He or she has to be a witch. At least, it'll be certain if the magic gem turns out to be fake. But if that's the case, then Belduke's murderer was also... Yeah, it'd be Grail. No, it can't be true. She would have done that. Let's spell it. I know Jean. He held Sir Belduke in the greatest of respect. Jean didn't kill him, I'm sure of it. So yeah, I remember praying myself a bit. Jean Grail, are you really what the people think you are? There's still so many unknown factors in this trial. Hi, Luke. You alright? I'm sorry, Maya. What I did was unforgivable. What are you saying, Luke? All you did is testify about what you saw. But I should have trusted you. Well, you trust us now, right? Maya. Anyway, Luke, it was thanks to you that we were discovering new information. Thanks to me? Sure, you got Cracker to testify. That was a great idea. I wish I could talk to animals. Don't you, Isabella? Oh, yes, I'd love to have a chat with Eve. So, Luke, will you teach us how to do it? Please. Yeah, of course, I can try. Yeah, that's a promise, right? Mr. Wright. What is it, Luke? Do you mind if I join you from now on? Not at all, Luke. I realized during the trial that in this strange town, even what you see with your own eyes may not be real. That's why I'm not giving up yet. Professor, I know he'll return. We can't give up hope. You know, that's what I've been thinking too. Really? I have a feeling he'll reappear again when we get into trouble and help us out. Because, I mean, it's the professor we're talking about here. Right. And remember what he always says. Look forward to the future. Always look on the bright side. I don't think the professor said that. Defender accused. The intermission is over. Return to the courtroom. Let's go. Time to bring this to a close. Oh, I have something for you, Mr. Wright. Here, please take it. Maybe it'll come in handy in the trial. A letter. Let's see from... Wait, Newton Belduke? There's several sheets of parchment inside, but they're all blank. The professor and I got this when we went to see the storyteller. Thanks, Luke. The more info we have, the better. You're welcome. Blank letter added to the court record. Letter from Belduke to the storyteller contained only a blank sheet of parchment. Secret text writing, maybe? I got no proof it was Jean Grail who turned the professor into gold. Even the gem is fake, it's still not decisive evidence. I don't know what will happen next, but I do know that this battle is far from over. We will now resume the trial of Maya Fey. First things first, the occult crime analysts have finished examining the evidence. They have tested the 2 gems from the Witch's Scepter. Here we go. Gondor floated on the surface of the water, whereas Familia sank. It was said that the genuine magic gems float in pure water, wasn't it? Thus, it's been established that the Familia magic gem is a fake. Bada bing, bada boom, we nailed it good. Order in the court. This does not prove that Godor was used, of course. Nonetheless, the defense's theory does now seem more plausible. The court considers it worth looking into. You have no objection to that, dude? Question Barham? No, my lord. Nice. Well, that's one half of the problem fixed. Now I gotta figure out the other half of it. First, A green gem, a purple gem, then a green gem. Now no gem. What's with the what is with the butler? He gives them the stuff. Witness, state your name and profession. My name is Jean Grail. I serve the late Master Duke. Since his death, I've been tending to this dwelling and putting his research materials in order. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something a bit different about Grail today. Witness, there's something we need to clarify first of all. As you are no doubt aware, you've been accused of being a witch. Therefore, it is vital that you tell us, are you a boy or a girl? Yes! Did you listen, Professor Oak, everyone? Are you a boy or a girl? Please hold on. What is it? Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but at this time, I do not intend to answer that question. What? Why do you refuse to answer, witness? I have been following this trial from the gallery, and I am full aware of the utterly absurd accusations made against me. Alchemy, the art pursued by Master Belgic, is concerned with the rules and logic that govern nature. As someone who has been helping Master Belgic for quite some time, I dare say your theory is both illogical and impossible.
Objection!
Yep. The witch's scepter was thrown into the crime scene through a portal created by the spell Godor. That portal could only have been opened from your room. And what's more, one of the walls in your room is painted green. I believe anyone is free to paint their walls in whichever color they please. Besides, your theory relies on one magic gem being a fake. While that may have been proven true, another question has arisen. Where could the genuine gemstone have gone? It must have been swapped with the fake and discarded somewhere. I'm afraid that's impossible. Why? If we assume, as you have claimed, that the witch used the spell Godor, that would mean the magic gem must have been swapped after creating the portal. So tell me, when and where would the witch have disposed of the gem? Oh, I see what you're talking about here. So what Grail is asking is that in order to make the portal, they first had to make the portal first, then swap the gemstone. That's what we're trying to go for here. Some people paid witness to the incident, and the Knights of the Inquisition arrived at the scene immediately after. During that time, no one left the building and the whole place was meticulously searched. Naturally, my room was searched as well, although there was not much to see as I have few personal belongings. So he's asking where the gemstone went. Despite infection, hold on a second. Oh, good, that works. Nothing resembling a gemstone was found. I assure you we have not overlooked anything. I would swear on my honor as a knight. So, Mr. Wright, if you wish to accuse me of being a witch, should you not first prove that there is a connection between me and this missing gem? Furthermore, I would appreciate it if you could please approach the matter in a rational way, like an alchemist. The house was searched very soon after the crime. If the gem wasn't found, that must mean Grail hid it somewhere. Somewhere the Knights of the Inquisition would not have looked. Where could it be? The witness have made a valid argument. How would the defense respond? The Knights who searched Belduke's premises weren't looking for a magic gem. That's why there's a certain place they didn't consider searching. Interesting. You really don't give up easily, do you? In that case, perhaps you could tell us where the magic gem is. It's in Grail's possession. Sir Belduke's premises was thoroughly searched. I don't think anyone had been missed there. You anticipated that, and that's why you hid it in a blind spot you knew would occur to the Knights. A blind spot, you say? Well, where is it? It's somewhere on Jean Grail's person. Well, it's on the witness? Don't tell me the witness has it in their pocket. You're just guessing, aren't you? You think you can just say anything you like? By the way, I'm afraid that there are no pockets in my clothing. This is the second time I've seen Grail today. And both times I had a feeling that something wasn't quite right. Maybe just me, but it could be related to the whereabouts of the gemstone. Defense shows the location of the stone. Where do you think this witness hid the magic gem on the day of the crime? And we're able to search the person himself. So you can search anywhere you want. But I think it's pretty obvious where to look. Present.
Got it.
Witness. We met him the first time at Sir Belduke's premises. At that time, you had an amethyst attached to your collar. Oh, that's right, Miss Girl. Always wear that gemstone. Alchemists believe that amethysts emit positive energy. Amethysts are purple. But when I saw you in the waiting room this morning, that gemstone you were wearing was green, not purple. So my question is, where has it gone? Where is that amethyst that you're supposedly always wear?
Objection.
Wait just a minute. The witness wears purple gemstone? Is something amiss with the bottom? When we arrived at the crime scene, the witness came out to meet us. Look at that! I recall the witness being a gemstone, but that thing was green. Green? Amethysts aren't green. Although amateurs sometimes mistake parasolite for amethyst, but that's irrelevant now. What the heck? Prasiolite? Prasiolite. Huh. Oh. That's something. Take a look at this. That's parasolite. I was kind of curious. It's kind of like an emerald, but it's a lot less green. It's kind of more see-through than green. Interesting. Witness, you've been trying to pin the blame on the defendant. In order to do that, you replace go door with a regular gemstone. We thought the witch who killed Sir Belduke had used the spell Familia. You knew that if a witch scepter with the Familia and go door gemstones, magic gems attached, were discovered at the crime scene, the suspect would be accused of committing both crimes. That's precisely what happened. The girl captured the crime scene was accused of slaying both Sir Belduke and Layton. That was your plan. You moved Godor from the scepter and inserted your amethyst in its place. And then, you attached the Godor gem to your collar. That's why when we saw you shortly after this, you were wearing a green gemstone. To think that was a magic gemstone.
Order! Order!
Oh, he's still speaking.
Is that true?
Well?
This amounts to nothing more than conjecture. I do not believe you have any solid proof. However, I have to concede that you have surmised a logical connection between me and the missing magic gem.
Yep.
Consequently, I am prepared to answer your questions.
So...
Good. I will repeat what I asked you previously. Witness, state your name, profession, and finally, your gender.
My name is Jean Grail. I have
Grail, huh?
been serving the late Master Belduke. As you can see, I wear a butler's outfit. But the truth is, as the defense claims, I am a girl.
Hey! Hit the nail on the head, baby. Wow.
A girl.
Wow,
Very
one
fine.
hair tie can totally flips the spectrum, don't it?
What? The butler is a girl?
I'm not even going through that day and age nonsense. Well, order in the court. Jean Grail, are you declaring this court that you are in fact female? Yes. But everyone in town was under the impression that you're a boy. But did you hear that? The butler's a girl. Doesn't that make him her a maid? I knew there's something suspicious about him. I mean, you know why, right? Think about it. All that alchemy, that's mighty suspicious. Just listen to them. Listen to the wild gossip and accusations. Alchemists pursue knowledge of the rules that govern nature. For the town people, alchemy is no different than magic. Had they known I was a girl, they would have taken me for a witch. That's what Master Bouch was worried about. He told me it'd be safer to pretend to be a boy. In other words, you disclose that you're female, but deny you're a witch? I would have thought that was obvious. She knew once her change became questioned, she wouldn't have been able to conceal it. Oh, I just realized something. Yeah. That's why she made this public now. It was the most rational choice of her. Inquisitor Barnum, I'm asking you one simple question. Has all the evidence in this Golden Gentleman's case already been presented? Why do you ask? As it stands, you do not have a single piece of evidence proving that I am a witch. Given the lack of pertinent evidence against me, I would like to be permitted to resume my duties. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? It has been proven that the two gems were swapped. However, it may also have been possible for the accused to have done so. Ah!
Objection!
I gotta remember to slam my command up to change the background color of the stream, huh? Maya had no reason to swap the gems. This is a place of judgment. There is no need for us to understand the reason behind the criminal's actions. Huh? After all, those whom we judge are otherworldly creatures. They are witches. It is impossible for a human being to understand the reason of a witch. That's cold. Is there nothing we can do? At this rate, Maya will... Barnum still thinks Maya is a witch. We made this far, yet it feels like we're back at stage 1. It seems there are no more rational arguments against me. Now, if you kindly excuse me, I don't have much on Grail when it comes to the professor's case. Or should I just let it go? Alright, we have 3 questions we can ask here. See, we can wait and see what happens, which is obviously not a choice. We can continue questioning her about the professor's case. Or we can ask about another case. That's the correct answer, by the way. So, there's nothing else I can follow up on regarding the professor's case. So, what can I do? There's only one other option. Miss Grail, I have to ask you to remain on the witness stand. Is there something else you wish to ask me? Your testimony is not over yet. There's still something you need to tell us about. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I have told you all I could about this incident. And I'm afraid you got the wrong idea, Miss Grail. Your Honor, what this witness needs to testify about is not the professor's unfortunate incident, but rather the incident from 3 months ago, namely Sir Belduke's death. As she was present in the building at the time, working as a living butler, she needs to testify about the events of that day. About Sir Belduke's death. The fact that one of the gems was swapped leads me to a single conclusion. Both crimes, murder the murder and the transmutation were the work of the same witch. The truth behind the alchemist's death may also hold an answer for this case. What is your opinion on this, Inquisitor Barnum? I'll allow you to have your way this time, Sir Blue Knight. The Inquisition has no objections. Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, you seem to have lost that unyielding attitude so admired by the townspeople. Here you are now, letting a novice defender lead you by the nose. It is hard to believe you have been known as the unwavering sword of justice for your usually cool-headed judgment. You know little about me, witness. Do you think I care about defending my name? It is the town I wish to defend. Sir Bill is the only case that have remained unsolved for so long. Jean Grey, you shall now testify about it. All right. As demanded by both defense and inquisition, the witness will testify about Sir Belduke's death. Any questions? No, my lord. I must, however, mention one thing before we begin. If it cannot be proven that Jean Grey is a witch, as claimed by defense, the court will consider my affair to be a witch responsible for both crimes. Basically, if we can't find out Jean Grey is guilty, then Maya nailed for both crimes. One she wasn't even here for. That ain't gonna stand. Is that understood? You have no choice, Sir Blue Knight. If you don't want the trial to end right now, ready your sword and face the challenge that awaits. But the opponent is a real witch. It's a gamble to put Maya's life at stake.
Nick?
Maya?
No witch is gonna outwit you in court. You're an ace attorney after all. So, let's do it.
The defense accepts the conditions. Let's proceed with the trial. Inquisitor Bonham, you may begin. We shall start with a brief summary of the incident. About 3 months ago, in the dead of night, Sir Belduke the Alchemist was murdered. The crime took place in his study, just as with this incident. The room had been locked from the inside. The victim was found to still seated in the chair of death, so we can assume he was attacked while working. There are very clear strangulation marks visible on his neck. Oh! There's something trickling down from his mouth. Is that blood? Yes, most likely. The victim probably bit his tongue as he was struggling with his assailant. And you said earlier that some white powder was spilled all over the floor, correct? Yes, hence we expected to find the killer's footprints. However, there were none. The killer must have somehow approached the victim without stepping on the floor. After murdering Sir Belduke, the killer left the room without opening the door. Undoubtedly, the crime must have been committed with the use of witchcraft. The body was discovered the following morning by the butler, Miss Grayle. The body was found by Grayle, huh? Thank you, Inquisitor Barnum. The court illustrator sketches will be added to evidence. Fantastic, what more deets? Let's take a look at our data. Okay, so we have 3 sketches here. We have this here. Couple things to note is that the guy is leaning back, and the other thing I can see is, well, interesting enough, the letter. That looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? That looks like the letter we got that that Layton and Luke got from the storyteller. Next, you can also see the letter right here. But you also see the strangulation marks, as well as the blood dripping down his mouth. The third sketch shows the dust. But in sketch 1, we also have one other bit of evidence. There's the spotted paint behind this painting. So that's a good thing to note. As a letter, that's what it looks like. So let's get back into it. Tell us about the event. Span the night of the crime from the event beforehand until you discover the body. All right, here we go. God, my throat hurts. Around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself and left Master Belduke in his study. When I called for him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door of the study was locked. A neighbor had come for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together. All the potions in the organizer for the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're being properly stored. Potions and concoctions were confiscated? The victim was the alchemist, after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from the study could provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall in the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault. The only person who accesses them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw. It had caused me great difficulty as I had not been able to put master research of materials in order as a result. The item shall be returned as soon as Belduke's murder is resolved. I should be looking forward to that. Defense, you may begin the interrogation. Alright, not much to go on, but we're just getting to the nitty-gritty of this case, so I think what we need to do is press all 4 statements. So, press.
Hold it!
So you last saw alive at 1 in the morning. Is that right? Yes. Master had a habit of conducting his experience at night. So it was the usual time for me to finish my work. Weren't you helping him with those experiments? He would sometimes have some errands for me, but alchemists generally kept those experiments a secret. That's why I always accused myself at the time, unless Master had some other tasks for me. And that night there was no more work for you? That's correct. I wished Master good night, and I shut the door behind me and then locked the key. There was nothing unusual about him, at least nothing I noticed. When I called for him at breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door of the study was locked.
Hold it!
Alright. And what time was that? Master always takes his breakfast at 9 in the morning, so it was around that time. Wow. So you didn't have the key to the study? Is that right? Yes. There was only one key to that room, and Master always kept it with him. Master's research was a very delicate matter, you see. We had to take strict measures to prevent outsiders from entering that room. Occasionally, delinquents would try to make off with one or other of Master's medicaments. Thieves stealing from an alchemist? I can't tell if that's incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Probably the latter. That's why the door of that room is made from thick oak wood. I wouldn't be able to force the door open on my own. You couldn't have entered the room before that, then. A neighbor had come to visit just then, so we forced the door open together.
Hold it!
Wait, you broke the door? The only key to that room was in Sir Belduke's pocket. The only way to enter the study was to break the door down. And you managed that with the help of a neighbor who came to visit. Yes, it wasn't a social visit of mine. He came as a patient. A patient? Can you tell me more about him?
Objection!
The victim's neighbor is irrelevant. He has nothing to do with the case. I think you're pushing it this time. Witness is hardly irrelevant. What got him so shaky? He looked like he had just a rush of blood to the head. Master Belduke is making very potent medicine, among other things. You get people come from the town at all hours of the day and night asking for them. And yet, in return for all the help Master offered, the people would gossip about him dabbling in witchcraft. So you broke the door together with a neighbor. Yes, when I explained the situation, he brought over an axe. Then he proceeded to attack the door of this great forest, smashing the splinters. You see, now, about that neighbor, Who would the... Oh no!
It's time for Emir's grand entrance.
Yep, that's it.
Me, guys.
Layton germs. Emir punched bag the neighbor. Oh, that's why Byron was trying to warn us.
Could it be that it was you who...
Uh,
Where are you looking, old man? I'm right here. And as for who I am, I'm the alchemist's neighbor.
Oh.
In that case too.
Oh, golly. Patch for justice season within. Emir is always at the crime scene. Hopefully not committed them.
Objection.
You again. You were that guy from earlier, right? Emir, Hi, Ben Blowy. Are you really the alchemist neighbor? Seriously? I know, right? Because we came in today. But yeah, his house next to mine. Ridiculous alien Emir returned. Drinking like a king he never ever learns. That's why I tried to stop you from asking about the neighbor. Why so cold with the bottom? Unable to hold steady cold gaze, Emir drinks fast as if in a daze. And yet the musician stand next to... Oh yeah, this is me proud bod. Birdly, the right musical genius. Hold on, oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Here we go again. Well, no use shutting the stable door after the whole horse is bolted. Let's move on. Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add your testimony. Testify what you witnessed on the morning after the crime. Count on me. Alright, we have new... Hey, Sammy! It dawned on me, the witchcast, just like in this case. Wait, what?
Hold it!
Do you tell me the cause of that sudden realization? Came around, I went to have a little peek at the crime scene. That's when I heard him talk about it. I was surprised that they must come to the same conclusion as me. Crikey, they can do their job than quicker than I thought. Had to be familiar. So he was eavesdropping. If I happen to see that familiar, I arrested myself. Witness, you are testifying in court. Can you not restrain yourself a bit? Well, don't you see I got the human spirits up? It's the most potent medicine. Taste the drink, live the savor, with a toxin scent and flavor. This is the way I should decide the contradictions. Continue testimonies. This is the last bit of testimony.
Hold it!
Those items were confiscated 3 months ago. You still haven't gotten them back? So how you doing today, Sammy? You doing good? You know, many of those were personal items with no relevance to the crime. Now think about it, that room did look very empty. As I said, the victim was an alchemist among his possessions with some very dangerous concoctions. But he did put his medicine to aid sick townspeople well, so give him his due. Oh yeah. Hey, oh wow, Legion Girl's here too. Wow. Man, everyone's here. I'm loving it. Thank you for the suggestion last time. That was a good rate. So right now we're trying to work on the back half of the Golden Trial right now. Doing good. Just working on the back half of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright's Golden Trial. And the confident goods are being kept in secret vault by the knights. Oh, for Pete's sake, who did that? Who did that? All right, who started that? I'm wondering at someone who did that. Sammy, did you do that? Oh, you started that. How'd you start that? Wait, how'd you do that? I didn't do anything. Okay, that's weird. Did you move off? I don't think. Wait a minute. Sammy has position first. Now I'm a little spooked. I gotta set it up so that. Okay, so that's all they have to say, huh? I really didn't expect it to appear, but maybe I should be used to it by now. Sorry after train of thought. Oh, that's okay. What's up? I wonder if it's me, but I've been thinking about Mr. Mir's testimony. I think what he said is a little strange, isn't it? Yeah, how can I put it? It's pretty obviously contradictory. He was so keen to testify, we should have given them some attention and point those contradictions out. What a good idea, Luke. Yeah, hold on a second. This is the contradiction point right here. So it's obvious that the familiar Jane was a fake, and he... Man, everyone's happy today. So, I wanted to say, objection! There's something you don't seem to understand here, Mr. Amir. Wow, more, okay. Can never play games with PC anymore. Mm-hmm. I gotta set it up so that the person who executes it, automatically execute the SO command themselves too. The familiar gem in this scepter is a fake. The gem is useless. All right, let him have it. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I know. Just like buffoon testimony. Therefore, your testimony doesn't hold water. Just like anything else he said. Psh. What? Ignored and scorned without credibility. Will the majestic Emir now show humility? What? Oh God. A fake? You should have listened to the trial more carefully. Oh Lord. Does that mean he can be held in contempt so we don't have to hear anymore? Now that's been dealt with, Inquisitor Barnum, this interceptor was not discovered at the crime scene when Bell was murdered, correct? Indeed, we deduce that familiar must have been used, however.
Objection!
But that familiar gem was fake. That must have been demonstrated today. What's more, as we learned from Cracker the Parrot's testimony, the witch used the spell Go Door. The fact that the green wall at the crime scene corroborates that.
Objection!
That wall may well not have been painted green 3 months ago. Wow, I cannot talk today. And besides, no one can ever pass through a portal so small. To be honest, I started wondering, were Sir Layton and Sir Beltrude's murders actually committed by the same witch?
Objection!
Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that the Inquisition, that was the Inquisition's claim. He's right though, it's gotta be the same culprit in both cases. And at the very least, it's possible that the witch used the spell Go Door to commit Sir Beltrude's murder. What? In that case, I will ask the defense to show proof. Do you have proof that witch could use go door to kill? Okay, so we already have this, so we gotta pick some evidence now. So we already have that up on the screen right now, so it's gotta be something else. The layout sketch doesn't help, that doesn't help, this doesn't help. So it's basically crimes and sketches. Hit it.
Take that!
Take that indeed. I'd like to take a look at these. Aren't these the sketches? As you can see from the sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim? A small landscape painting. Thank you, Inquisitor, but there's one more point of note. Look closely at the painting. Do you not notice anything behind it? Oh, I see it. The wall behind it has already been painted green. Which means the witch could have used the portal spell there 3 months ago. Okay, why? Okay, why are you guys playing around the prediction system? Honestly, if I had a chance, I would have... Give me a minute, guys. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do a little poking. Cause now, hey, Omid, how you doing? Because we love yes or no questions. Sammy and Luigi got me curious about something, so now I'm kind of curious what I can look at here. So let's do a react to something. Tech work. All right, so welcome to my program called the StreamerBot program that I use. So I'm kind of curious about something right now. Started, created, locked, updated. So we're looking through a few things. I want to see what I can do for predictions. Cancel active, create prediction, get active. I wonder if I'm just kind of curious if there's a way to, sorry, that was me poking. I'm just kind of curious if there's a way to take a prediction and stick it on screen. I know a couple people can do it, but I don't know how myself. I would love to do that so I can have people pop the prediction on the screen. Well, they're playing around with predictions, so every time they bet on one, all three of them bet on one yes, and then and nothing else happened, and no one, and people don't win and lose money. So, and now I'm kind of curious. I just got curious whether or not I could use my StreamerBot program. Thank you. To modify my to create an overlay that pops the prediction on screen. Unless it showed me the live balance on the live feed and how it updates itself, you know? I was kind of wondering if that's possible. I have to look now, but after stream. Hydrate. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Objection.
One more. Consider how small that portal would have been. Could a witch pass through it? I think not.
Objection.
Of course, the witch could not be able to go right through it. However, if you look at the distance between the portal and the victim, you notice the victim's cerebellum was just at an arm's length where the portal would have been. Yep, course in session. We're trying to figure out a dead alchemist. The witch did not have to enter the room at all. All she could do is reach through the wall with her arms or strangle Cerebellum, who was sitting right under the painting. Order, inconsistent mind. What do you have? Let's say you do that. A fascinating theory, Cerebellum Knight. But there is a notable contradiction within it. Where would that be? Tell me, why do you think we concluded that familiar hadn't been used? We have some reason for it, of course. And what was that exactly? The crime scene had been tampered with. How so? Imagine circumstances of Sir Belduke's death, and it should become obvious even for you. The victim was choked to death. And yet there are no signs of a struggle. Highly improbable, don't you think? What are you getting at? Think about it. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly, there should be evidence of a struggle. Ooh, good point. And since we haven't found it, they must have mean the criminal erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene. Indeed, that would be a logical conclusion. Now, it surely would be impossible to do any such thing had the witch only reached inside the portal. In order to cover up the evidence she left behind, the witch had to have used a familiar. Without doing so, there would have been no point in using the spell Go Door. Objection! Miss Grail could have done it. She might have been able to tamper the crime scene. What are you talking about? The morning of the crime. From the time Miss Grey Earl and that guy are in a study until the arrival of the Inquisition, there's a window of time where she had the opportunity to do so. We need to look into what happened in that window. It seems we may be in need of another testimony. Witnesses, testimony about what happened the time between the body being found and the Knights Inquisition arriving. Sure, ask me anything. I can't get out of my head now. I got a poke layer, but there are some overlays to do it. The prediction on-screen prediction system. Believe it or not, it mirrors the key witness in this case. So what did this drunken goofball do? I broke down the door and saw the alchemist slumped in his chair. Gave me a jolt. The butler hurried to call the knights of the Inquisition. He never entered the study. What did I do then? Yeah, I was asked to keep an eye on things, so I went and had to be able to look at everything. All that made me pretty drowsy, so I went and took a little nap on the couch. Wait, what? Mr. Mir, you said the butler didn't enter the crime scene? Yep, he never set foot in there. The moment we saw Belduke, he told me to stand guard till the Inquisition arrived. And then off we went. Whatever sort of apprentice that alchemist had, I thought to myself. Okay, are you just... Okay, are you guys... Come on. I can see it right clearly. And that's how I know who created it. Alex. God, please stop. Please stop. And trying to get extra points. Right? After all, you suspect could have tampered with the crime scene. That can't be true. Defense, please put the interrogation. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Don't think I need to worry about this point. This. I want to start by pressing this. Are you sure the butler didn't enter the scene? In that room. I went and sort of didn't know what to do, but the butler sussed out the situation in a blink of an eye. Boo. And as much as I had odd moments of whining a Great Dane. For the hashtag for the funny, huh? Good golly. And then he ran out. He went to call the Knights Inquisition. Is that correct? That's correct. I went to the nearby garrison. We have records of when the crime was reported. Why? There's nothing. Why, Sammy? Why do you need extra 800 points? And you can't answer for the funny. And Matt's witness the testimony. I returned to Belduke's house with 2 knights. They began an investigation immediately, taking Matt's research materials and concoctions. In the end, I wasn't able to enter the room that day. If she's 800 points, then all she needs to do is just can't. I'm gonna be live for another hour or 2, so just hang tight and enjoy the show. Gotta do it right. She is the alchemist's apprentice, she's under close observations following the incident. I wasn't aware of that. Hey, I'm just telling it like it is. She didn't have access to the crime scene at all that day. All right, gotta focus. By the way, what were you doing at the time? Huh? What, me? I gotta keep an eye on things, so I went into like. All right.
Hold it.
Wait, what were you having a look at? Ah, well, I'd have to take care of the crime scene, wasn't I? So I had to, like, make sure everything was in order. I mean, you know, it's not like I went wild at the time and being left in a real alchemist room full of mysterious stuff. I'm sure you did, Mr. Sticky Fingers. And besides, she asked me to look for something, so I'm doing so too. Wait. Hang on! This girl, you look lost in thought. Oh, we didn't talk to me. Even she can be caught off guard if I choose the right moment. You have been listening to Mr. Amir's testimony, haven't you? Yes, I have. He was asked to look for something. It was you who asked him, I assume. What did you tell him to look for? I think you're mistaken. I don't remember making any requests of that sort. Eh? Oh, I'll get to the sub of the Sammy subject. Wow, good on you, man. Oh, very cool. Don't forget to say thank you for that one, Sammy. All right, Bluey, were you even listening to what I said? It was a lady that asked me. Wop, 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 wop. Oh, not again, Amir. Just up sandwich. Nice. Hey, what's up? Why did everyone look at me like that? Quite a while ago, we learned that the butler, Jean Grail, is actually a female. Go to Subway. Yum. I want Subway now. That's why when you said a lady asked you to search for something, we assumed it was Miss Grail. Daydreaming, listening, but not hearing. That look of shock is almost endearing. What? Why didn't you tell me before? Do you require a personal notification? You should have been listening to the trial. Nice at the court, problem with the witness is most unseemly. What? But that's how we always do these trials. What I would like to know now is this. Who was the lady that made the request of a mirror? Oh yeah, it was actually Miss... Oh!
I think, he's absolutely certainly talking about me.
Oh.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Letty. Hang on a minute. I'll get down there post haste.
Oh, great googly moogly. Here we go again.
But, Miss Letty, who are you precisely?
Me? Who am I? I'm Letty Mailer. I'm the courier.
The male woman, basically. The courier. A courier is the person who collects and delivers letters or packages. I know, thanks to the English spell. I wish you stopped messing in my mind. Hold on, Miss Mailer. Do you mean it was you who responsibly made such a request to the troublemaker? Me? Maybe, yes, I guess so. I asked them to help me find something. Outrageous! Why are they not informed of this? I guess no one told you. Maybe because you didn't ask? And mirror is like Barnum's one key weakness. It seems we need to ask you to testify, Miss Mailer. Explain to us how you were involved in this case. Frankly, I wouldn't say I was involved in anything. Now that I'm in a tight spot, I think because that guy just said something weird about me. Ease up on me, lady. Like the thing goes. If I'm going down, take you with me. He's being in a pickle on your own, eh? I'm getting a headache from this just looking at it. Now then, Miss Lady Mailer, testify about that day. That voice could make windows break. Yeah, give me a bad case of tinnitus. I'm hearing impaired. That's giving me tinnitus. Sure, Belduke, he said he had a letter sent, so I came by to pick it up.
Hold it!
A letter? You mean you came to pick up a letter? Yes, I was told by Sir Belduke that I'd be ready in the morning. What's more, he said it is extremely important. I saw a sense of duty surging within me.
Hang on!
Alright, not a good pull, but whatever. Miss Girl, I have a question. Yes, what is it? Did anything catch your attention during Miss Mailer's statement? Nothing particular, but at any rate, to begin with, I was not aware of the fact that the courier visited us that day. You weren't there when I arrived. And once I found the letter, I left immediately. Did you know about this letter, witness? I would never pry into master's personal matters, such as the correspondence. Well, that should conclude that testimony. Not in my eyes. A third witness. But Miss Mary only came to pick up a letter. That doesn't help us much, does it? Well, perhaps there's more than meets the eye. A letter, huh? Belgium was about to send a letter to someone before he was killed. It may not be relevant in the case, but something about that is bothering me. Maybe it's worth asking the lady about it? Alright, well, let's get to that. Press hard, let it play out all the way through. Do not change. Here we go. Stop. Don't question. So you visited the dwelling the morning after he was murdered. I got start when I arrived. The door was smashed in. The man was walking around with an axe, rummaging about. As for Bill, he threw something in a chair and the butler was nowhere to be found. That Bruce gone too far, I thought to myself. You can see why, right? Of course. Naturally. In your place, I've thought so myself. Oh, poor Amir. That's mean. You're weird. Anyway, I spoke with him. He told me what happened, so that's when I asked him to help me. You asked him to look for something? Yes, the letter. I asked him to search for the letter. But in the event, the guy passed out on the couch. I found the letter myself, and then I delivered it. You actually delivered the letter. That's commitment, all right. About that letter, who in the name of the noble author was it addressed to? I can't tell you that. Sorry. Couriers can't disclose that sort of info. Couriers have confidentiality obligation. No one wants to have the addresses of the letters made public, after all. I personally never sent a letter that I would need to keep secret from the public. Don't look at me like that. I'll talk about the public opinion on that matter, not my own. Belgium was about to send an important letter when he was killed. That letter, kind of rings the bell. Present evidence. It's just a hunch. It might not have anything to do with the case, but I need to be sure. I need to know more about Belduke's letter. Witness? Me? What's up? The letter Belduke asked you to deliver today. Was it?
Take
Take that. The letter you found that morning. Was it by any chance this one here? Yeah, that's the one. But wait, how did you get it? You're a piece of work, you all right?
Objection!
Hold it, Sir Blue Knight. How did you come by that letter? It was just sort of fell into my lap, so to speak. It was the professor who found it, but he doesn't need to know that. Defender, just what in the world are the contents of that letter? Well, the letter's blank. What? All this fuss over a blank letter? As you can see, there are some sheets of paper parchment inside the envelope. Indeed. There's not a trace of ink on them. What is the meaning of this? Don't forget that Sir Belduke was an alchemist. He may have used some kind of invisible ink to write that letter. Indeed. About that, it doesn't make sense to me. What? Miss Mailer? The thing is, when I saw that letter, all the pages were full of writing. So, you know...
Objection!
Hold it, witness. You saw the content of the letter? I didn't read it. It's just that, you see... Witness is an important matter. You will need to testify about it. Tell us what you know about this letter. Wow, hitting the nail on the head nice and hard, huh? The letter. That night, probably around about 1, I made delivery to Sir Belduke. He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. I left the study and wished the butler a good night. And then I went home. I went there again the next morning, I promised. Sir Belduke was... Well, anyways, I looked for the letter. Then that guy was out like laying on the couch. I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found it. I see. So you witnessed the victim write a letter. I would say witness, that sounds so legal. That she's the parchment on his desk, though. I saw that. And they were covered in writing, margin to margin. But you don't know what the letter was about? Tell you to be brief with our privacy policy. Can't reveal his content to who the rest to. Oh, of course, I understand. Frankly, I didn't get close enough to Sir Belduke's death, so I couldn't make out what he was writing. In any case, where did you find the letter the morning after the victim was found dead? On the shelf, next to the desk, in the small letter box. Yes, right there, next to his head. I was a teeny little bit scared, though. Come so close to a dead man. So that's where she got the letter from. It was right next to the corpse, huh? Now the circumstances are clear. We shall proceed with the cross-examination. Sir Belduke's letter. That night, probably about 1 in the morning, I made delivery to Sir Belduke. Okay. This is all new information. Not much of a contradiction to play with, though. So what we have to do is press until we find something, and then push a little harder. That's pretty right, making a delivery. Look, he's an alchemist. He gets loads of strange packages, that's why. We often order various implements from the glass craftsman. Or have someone gather wild herbs to him. He usually carry out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needs the items delivered in the middle of the night. Did Belduke seem all different than normal than you saw him that night? Different? Let me think. Actually, yes. I think it was about 3 days before his death, that lightning strike. Oh!
Hang on!
Excuse me, this girl. Got her. What is it? Did anything in Miss Mailer's statement catch your attention? Well, just a lightning strike. Master Belduke certainly did change the fall in that event. I wonder why it affected him so much. An alchemist and the sudden appearance of an old bell tower. Could there be some kind of connection between them? Anyway, it looks like Gerda is as much in the dark about this as I am. By the way, that strange lightning strike was not the result of witchcraft. Just the weather being the weather. I'm gonna go on with that. If I'll pick back up later.
Hold it!
It's all Larry's writing. I told you before there was sheets of parchment was writing on them on the desk. A very quick look. There's so many sheets. The letter must have been very long. Then how can you explain the letter being blank now? I know, right? But he was holding a pen when I arrived to deliver, so he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick it up the next morning. And then you left to study. That's not much help.
Hold it!
Alright, this might connect Grail to the mailer. And give us a position. When you said the butler, you mean Miss Grail, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray.
Hang on!
Hey, you got something. The music went flat. Miss Grail, I'd like to ask you something. Oh, certainly. What is it? You stated previously that you excused yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 in the morning. Yeah, that is correct. How, according to Miss Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside that room. Why didn't you mention that until now? That's because... I apologize. I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention it. You forgot. Miss Mailer very often comes with delivery during the night. I did see her that night as well, but I didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion. Well, that's the kind of thing that can happen. Human memory is no way perfect. I don't imagine there's a problem here, is there? On to the contrary, Your Honor. There's one more thing that Miss Grail forgot to mention. What is it? I'd like to recall what Miss Mailer said about having met Grail that night. She was in the corridor carrying a tray. Wow, I didn't catch that. Well, Miss Grail, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time. What do you have to say about that? That's very innocent, really. Girl, I believe you should add that to your testimony. As you wish, my lord. It's unlikely she really forgot about that. The fact she tried to hide it must mean something. His usual drink?
Hold it!
Hold it? What do you mean by usual drink? When master experiments continued late in the late hours, he would always have some juice to ward off his sleepiness. What kind of juice? Tomato juice. Wait, tomato juice? Not grape juice? Hang on. Oh god, more testimony. Excuse me, mister. Ah, mister! I was hoping to put a swing around. I know nothing about it. Nothing at all. Oh no. No! Amir, what did you do? Everyone's like, oh, for Pete's sake, not again. Witness, what have you done this time? Don't give me that scary look from the bottom. I was only just a little bit. Seriously, hardly anything at all. What are you talking about? Huh? What do you mean I'm talking about? The tomato juice, of course. The tomato juice? Oh, you didn't. Surely you wouldn't. Well, like I told you before, I think I sort of did a bit my previous night. When I woke up, my head was pounding. That's why I went to see the alchemist. You know what happened? You know what happened, and while I was left alone in the study, it kind of caught my eye. The bottle, I mean. The tomato juice. I thought it might make the headache go away, you know? So you drank it? the juice found at the crime scene? Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else are you gonna do with a drink? You drink it up, right? Oh boy. You can't tell us where that bottle is now. Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it at the crime scene. It has been confiscated. Confiscated. As I mentioned previously, the occult crime analysis confiscated all master personal belongings from the crime scene. If that's so, I believe we should take a note of that bottle and add to the record. Yeah, so there I was having a bit of juice when that girl came around. To tell you the truth, I don't quite remember what happened after that. That's when he passed out, huh?
Hold it!
You took the letter from the crime scene. That's right, I took it from the crime scene.
Objection!
Do you not realize that pinching evidence of a crime is worthy of, is itself a crime worthy of severe punishment? Dirty tricks? What dirty tricks? Lag. Grow without notifying the knights at time. Hold it. He went out like a light. He was helping me look for the letter, then it just happened. Out of the blue, he just passed out, the rascal. He clapped, and his eyes rolled back, he wouldn't move. It almost like sounds like he died. No such luck, unfortunately. That horrible sound. He was grating his teeth. I thought my ears would explode. Yep, not sure what came over me. That happened to me before, sleeping like that. No, I didn't just fall asleep. More like I sort of blacked out, I guess. No idea why. Oh, you guys, what do you think? Any ideas? I think if there's no relevance. And there you have my honest answer. And I think that it's good I wasn't there. But the question is, why did he black out like that? You know, I think I have evidence. I want to try. I got evidence. Your Honor, I might have a clue as to why this witness suddenly lost consciousness. You do? Really? Did it work out, Bluey? If that's the case, made an offense. Present some evidence. Which piece of evidence shows why this man fell unconscious? I think this. Ready?
Take that!
Take that. Mister, I believe the reason you have lost consciousness at the crime scene is tied to a certain piece of evidence. But it wasn't just because, you know, I had a bit too much fun the night before. No, it's because of this. The tomato juice? You passed out right after drinking this stuff. Therefore, it's not unreasonable to assume that there's a connection between the two. Tomato juice does not make people fall unconscious, Mr. Blue Knight. Exactly. That's why something must have been added to the contents of that bottle. Something like a sulfuric. You mean sleep medicine. And if a sulfuric was mixed in with the juice, that means Mr. Belgic would have been unconscious at the time he was assailed. Oh, the catch. Have a look in the. I'm gonna look. The red look trickling down from the victim's mouth. It proved that Sir Delvis must have drank the tomato juice. I have failed to consider this. Inquisitor Barnum, I bet you remember saying this to the court. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly, this should be evidence of a struggle. And since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene. However, if the victim was unconscious when his assailants were strangling him, then the killer could have committed the crime through a small portal big enough to put their arm through after all.
Objection!
attention!
That may be so, but tell me this. How would the culprit have managed to obtain such a strong sulfuric? Ah, he just realized it. It was very simple. And I think you realize why. From the alchemist. That's right. An alchemist would have no doubt how a wide array of various medicines in their possession. An apprentice would have very little trouble stealing some from the study. Isn't that right, Miss Grail? How should I respond to that? I'm sorry to disappoint you, maybe that's the best way to put it. What do you mean? Even though that juice bottle has been safely stored in the past 3 months, I'm positive it'd be impossible to find any traces of that sulfuric now. You wicked! This is unbelievable. Was it really the butler who did it? But everything she says holds true. She was pretending to be a boy. That's my sister to start with. Is she a witch? Oh, my poor tinnitus. Hold on, everyone. The butler couldn't have done that to Sir Belgium. She would never, ever do it. Please, let us testify just one more time. Miss Girl, let's tell them. Let's prove them wrong. They have no idea how much you've done for Sir Belduke. Miss Mela. Very well, I shall grant your request. Testify about the relationship between Miss Grail and Sir Belduke. More testimony. I'm on a roll, baby. Master took me in, a complete stranger. I'll forever be indebted to him. That's why I can never, ever make an attempt on his life, either through magic or otherwise. Sir Belduke was a wonderful man. He's one of the who recommended me this line of work to me. And he's the one who told me about the confidentiality obligation, I mean. I never once broken it. However, he is also a man of admirable character. He supported the town folks through his research. Why would anyone want to kill such a man? This question keeps haunting me, however much I think about it. Witches need no reason behind their evil. That's what makes them witches. Yeah, I'm looking for something from my office. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's good. Pop my kneecap out. Keep it in mind. Now, the events made begin with interrogation. All right, there's really nothing anything contradictory in this right now. So, best I can do right now is just do a press.
Hold it!
How long has it been since you began serving him? I suppose it'd be 5 years now. Before that, I lost everything. I had nothing and nobody left in this world. You lost everything. That's when Master Belduke helped me. He kind of took me in and gave me work. What did you go through before you started working for Belduke? Later, when I was helping Master with his research, he even taught me how to read and write. I was able to live comfortably for so long, all because of Master. I don't know much about Grail, but she doesn't seem to be the type to kill someone she owes so much to. Everyone in the town knows how you serve Master Sir Belduke, so you may continue your testimony. That's why I can never make an attempt on his life, magic or otherwise.
Hold it!
You claim you had no reason to kill him? Yes, you can ask me whomever you wish. I'm sure they'll say the same. That is so. It is widely known that Jean Grail was devoted to Sir Belduke. it's difficult to imagine that she can brutally murder her respected master. Indeed, I'm of the same opinion. I have visited Sir Belgic on several occasions to inquire about this piece of evidence or that. I must say, there's a strong bond of trust between him and Grail. Do you still think you can come up with a motive? A motive? Jane Grail's motive for murder. Grail risked a lot to conjure up a small portal in the wall. And then she killed Belgic. But what motive did she have? I don't think it's just a motive. It's not. That's just way crazy. She had a great bond with Belduke. That's testified in multiple points. I can't let the drop. What if the matter wasn't for murder? So something else. I understand the defense will present evidence. Evidence to indict motive of the murder. Nope. No. Wait, what? What's it about, Sir Blue Knight? Belgium's life was taken that day. That's a fact. However, was this actually the culprit's true objective?
Objection!
What? This is nonsense. Belgic was murdered. What other possible reason could there be besides someone wanting him dead? I'm fairly positive this piece of evidence will lead us to the culprit's real motive. That's true, yeah. I played it last year on Halloween. The tomato juice bottle. Alright, so bear with me, guys. So here's the thing. Grail gave the her master, Belduke, this bottle of tomato juice. Now we know that apparently Amir took a sip of the stuff and instantly conked out. That means that Grail intended to give Belduke a sulfuric, a sleeping medicine. Now, if she wanted to kill him, why risk using magic and reaching through the hole in the wall and strangling the man? It would have been easier just to stick some nasty poison in the bottle and let him drink it. Then he just kill her dead on the spot. No, so I think it's the bottle something present here. Let's see here.
Take that!
I flubbed it up, didn't I? Oh boy, I flubbed it. And that's not right. I flubbed it bad. Oh man. Okay. Well, as close. I thought something. We might be basing that thing on the wrong assumption. Wrong assumption. So, okay, so I was off on something, I think. So, I had the idea, but not the motive. So, I think maybe that's the reason. Press.
Hold it!
Let's go back to the system again. I have to click. I'm going to click so fast to go faster. It's just another motive. So I had the right idea, but the wrong evidence. It happened. I'm human. I know I'm all everything perfectly.
Objection!
Go emoji. That's gonna be interesting to see. So it's not the bottle. I already did that. It's this. I think Grail wanted the letter.
Take that!
Got it. No music. Grail had no reason to want to kill Balduke. Are you just trying to fill my screen with emotes now? However, there's another incident that night which is related to this case. I have an idea what it was. Another incident. I'm referring to this letter. Sir Balduke wrote a letter shortly before her death. Yet all we have here are some blank sheets of parchment. Fascinating. Man, my throat hurts. Are you saying maybe Witch used some kind of ink removing magic on that letter? That's right. No, the spell used by the witch was, of course, Godor. Let's go over the state of the crime scene one more time. As you know from Miss May's testimony, the letter was in the letterbox next to the victim's head. Ah yes, it's in the sketch as well. The letterbox is on the far side of the shelf. SpongeBob memes. The point of the note is the location of the letterbox. Unbelievable! As included the bottom of the thing notice, the letterbox is within reach of the small pool conjured by the witch, behind the painting on the wall. Oh, indeed it is. And Sir Balduke's letter, a butler, would have known exactly where he keeps his letters. Indeed, Master Balduke will always keep his letters in that letterbox before posting them. You mentioned no such thing. Miss Grail, you created a portal with Godor, not with the intention of killing Sir Balduke. You were after this letter, weren't you? That's merely wild conjecture. I didn't even know about that letter at the time. You didn't? Now that's very strange. Miss Miller came by that night. Sir Balduke was busy writing that letter. And that's when you entered, carrying a bottle of tomato juice. There's no way you could have known that your master was writing a letter to someone. And you could have known even more than that. For instance, perhaps you knew what he was writing about. That's enough. I served Master Balduke as his butler, and I would never have pried into his private affairs. Whatever it was he wrote about in the final letter, the storyteller. I'm sorry. His final letter to the storyteller. Did we mention that? I don't remember if we mentioned that or not. It is no concern of mine. Your Honor. Yes, defense. I like Miss Grail's last statement to be added to the testimony. Any objections and questions about him? No, my lord. Very well, witness, include what you just told us in your testimony. I do this, my lord. So fun with it, aren't ya? Yeah, Press. I know it's gonna be set. Let me get straight. You didn't know anything about the victim's letter. Then how did you know? How did you know it was addressed to the storyteller? Indeed. Why don't you answer this question, witness? It's true that this letter is addressed to the storyteller. But when did you find out about it? I spoke about the murder with many people over the past 3 months. Hang on. Excuse me, Miss Mailer. Oh. I thought I caught off guard, but her speech cast caught me off guard. Is there perhaps anything you'd like to add to Miss Grail's testimony? No, not really. In that case, let me ask you a different question. Did you tell Miss Grail about the Professor Belduke's letter? I don't know. Do not beat about the bush, witness. Answer the question. If I may briefly interrupt. I'm testifying right now. If you wish to question Miss Mailer, please do so once you have finished interrogating me. She's not going to let me question Mailer if someone looks at it. And if she's so keen on preventing her from answering, this might be a critical point in her testimony. We've got to find another way for fishing for that information. Another way to fish for that information. Press it again. We were on something here, but we got sidetracked by Mailer. Because the music went quiet. So we're gonna click back through really fast. Here we go. Hold it. Everyone has been very kind to me. They also told me all sorts of things. I must have heard about it from someone at some point. Well, that incident is certainly much talked about. Would not agree, depends. Does her testimony hold together? Contradiction. There is a huge contradiction in testimony. If I said no, then the story would just loop back around again. So that's bad. You're becoming very predictable, Sir Blue Knight. If there is a contradiction, I hope you have the evidence to prove it. Here's my chance. There's only one way to expose it. I cannot present evidence. I don't have evidence to present. Defense had no intention of presenting evidence. Remember, there's no way to fish for information. Layton helped us out and figured it out back earlier. You can use other testimony to present it on current testimony as evidence. The proof that there is a contradiction cannot be found in the record. What does it mean, this, Mr. Wright? The professor pointed out to me in the previous witch trial. In this court, an attorney's arsenal isn't limited to the record. I love how it's kind of pixely to indicate the past event. Therefore, whenever one witness had to testify, the other witnesses had listened. Should one witness testimony differ from the other, then I suppose that in itself can also be considered a contradiction, can it not? Juxtaposition and contradictory testimonies from different is the key. Miss Grail? Your testimony contradicts another one that we heard in this court today. Alright, ready? So let's bring it up. So there's only 3 pieces of testimony you can pull here. So I can't question herself on her own testimony. That makes no sense. This doesn't really link up very well. So I'm thinking it's statement number 3. So rush in. Luke, a spell? Why are you rotating the Golden Layton to make it work for you? That's awful and funny at once. It was a single word that gave you away, Miss Grail. What do you mean by that? The name of the recipient. There were only a few people who knew the intended recipient of that letter. 4 to be precise. Only 4? First was Sir Belduke, the author of the letter. Then there's Miss Mailer, who delivered it. And of course, the storyteller's recipient. As well as one more person. The one who stole the letter, using a portal spell and swapped it with the blank sheets of parchment. The witch. Maybe I did. Maybe I spilled the beans. About the letter, I mean. Maybe I told the butler. You did what? Well, because you see, me and the butler are sort of friends. It was about our dear Belduke, I felt like I might have told her about it after all. See, if I did, that's how she knew about the recipient, I mean. Objection. I understand that you are friends with Grail and want to help her out. But I got a piece of advice, Miss Mailer. You shouldn't lie, even for a friend. Huh. Remember your testimony. You told us about the courier's duty to keep the details of letters confidential. And as you have also testified... Got a message on. Oh man, the worst... Hold on. I think I just got mail. BRB. Oh, lordy, I did get mail. Nothing crazy. I'm actually learning how to, I'm actually borrowing some of my brother and roommates and main moderator, Stofo hat. I'm actually mooching off his, he got himself an electric guitar ages ago. And I don't know why he did, but he did. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool. I don't think he ever took off with them, so I'm trying to learn it now. And I just got myself some picks. I'm like, okay. And you have also testified that you have never broken that obligation. Remember that?
Objection!
But hold on just a minute. At the victim butler, Jean Grail may have had a chance to catch a glimpse of the envelope.
Objection!
Nope, she didn't. When Miss Miller came in to deliver it, Sir Belduke was still writing that letter. In fact, he was in the middle of it. At the time, the letter had not been addressed yet. And the next morning, when the body was discovered, that letter was already in the letterbox. Keep in mind that Grail would have no opportunity to see it then either. And that's so. She went to report the crime without even setting foot in the study. And then Miss Mailer fled and retrieved the letter. Needless to say, Miss Grail couldn't have learned of the letter's recipient afterwards. Got her. Or maybe you have a good explanation, Miss Grail. I'm very much like to hear one. Can you please tell the court how you found out the recipient's name? Mr. Wright. Yes. Do you remember what I said when I was called to witness stand? Yes. At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit of the rules and logic that govern nature. You have demonstrated the power of your own logic. Miss Grail, are you saying... Yes, I confess. The horrid witch who used the spell Godor to swap the contents of the letter and who took the life of Master Belduke. It was... none other than I. Whoa. We nailed it. Huh. We got it. I was an only child, born to a poor family. I've been a witch since I was very little. When did I become aware of it? I don't remember. Although I was but a young child, I knew that being a witch was a crime. That's why I hid my switch's scepter and wouldn't use magic at all. My father worked as a bricklayer. He toiled every day, but we could hardly make ends meet. One winter day, we couldn't afford to pay the rent. We were going to lose the house. My mother was in tears. My father was sitting with his head down, wordless.
I want money
Yeah. That day, I suddenly remembered about the witch's scepter I had hidden. The gold door spell. I thought I'd try it, just once, casting spell. But at the time, I had no idea what an irreversible mistake that would be. Even though no one told me, I knew from the very beginning what magic I was able to use. What should I turn into the gold? I'll think about it really hard, the little girl she was. Something that would stand out, that we can take it for a work of art. Then I decided I chose a pretty leaf that had fallen into the garden. But it wasn't the right thing to do after all. I was terribly punished for using my magic, even just the once. Punished? In what way were you punished? I placed the leaf down in the back garden and cast the spell. But then, Margaret suddenly walked in front of me. Margaret? My closest childhood friend. Margaret, right before my eyes, she turned the gold. Oh, dear me. I screamed and cried, but I knew I couldn't ask anyone for help. If anyone had seen it, they would have known it was the work of magic. And I knew Margaret wasn't coming back. That's terrible. Then my mother and father's faces flashed before my eyes. We may have been very poor, but we've always been happy together. Had I been captured by the work, I fear my parents wouldn't be safe either. That thought tore me more than anything. So I made a decision. I decided to end my own life. Whoa, this is a dark turn, isn't it? I threw myself into the river near the town. It was winter and the water was cold as ice. I couldn't even move, it was painful. Sorry, my pipe. My conscience started drifting away. The next thing I knew, I was in Master Belduke's residence. He risked his own life, jumping into the freezing river to save me. I burst into tears and told him everything. I didn't want to go back home. I would only end up causing my parents grief. Master Belduke listened to me without interrupting. Then he told me this.
You can stay here, but from now on, you must live as a boy.
Master Belduke met with my parents and explained everything to them. They were very sad, but they agreed it would be best if I didn't return home. Poor Miss Grail. That must have been so awful for her. Master bought the house for my parents, so they wouldn't have to worry about paying rent anymore. As for Margaret, turned to gold, he brought her to his residence. He knew that if anyone saw her, they reported an incident of witchcraft. And this Margaret, is she still in that golden state? Yes, she is. That's strange. We have received no reports of anyone by that name having gone missing. Margaret is being kept in the basement on a master's study. Oh. Okay, that's a little less shocking than a person being turned to gold, but honest to gosh, it's still pretty awful. There is a gold statue in the basement. Phoenix himself saw it. Margaret isn't a person, it's a goat. The basement? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Margaret? Is she in? Yes. My dear friend was a goat we were keeping at our house. A goat? Until then, Master Belduke had mainly been into research in medicine. But since the incident of Margaret, he became known as an alchemist. So that's when he became an alchemist. I was wondering why that gold was the only thing not covered in dust. That's how I started a new life as Master Belduke's butler. Sir Belduke would sometimes work as a physician, curing townfolk of their illnesses. And as an assistant, you have also shown commitment for helping the townfolk to do work. I forgot about being a witch and was able to live happily, at peace with everyone. I thought I could stay like that forever. But those peaceful days came to an abrupt end. Tell us, what in the world was the cause? Even I'm not quite sure what led to this. However, it all started like 3 months ago with that lightning strike. Right, the one that popped the bell tower. Master Belduke and I were on our way back home, carrying specimens for our experiments. An old bell tower appeared in the flames. Everyone who saw it was stupefied. But the expression on Master Belduke's face was unlike anything I've seen before. What do you mean? I should not be doing that. It was just astonishing and unusual phenomenon. It seemed more like he was something more concrete. Perhaps Sir Belduke saw something that others could not. He canceled his experience that night and began writing a letter to someone. A letter? I found out about when I brought him his bottle of tomato juice. He was writing feverishly, as if he were possessed. I saw some things. A few words in the letter. Expose everything. Cannot keep the secret any longer. The truth about the witch. Ah. Master Belduke was going to confess that I was a witch. She was the witch, sorry. Everything went black in front of my eyes. I will never get the feeling that overwhelmed me at that moment. Is that when you decided to commit the crime? What I did the first was accidentally singe part of the wall of my room. It was an excuse to repaint that section of the wall green. And you also painted the wall behind the painting in Sir Belduke's study. Then when that fateful night came, I used the syringe to inject the sulfuric through the cork and put it into the bottle of tomato juice. So many thoughts were running through my head as I wished Master good night. I opened the pull behind him. He was right there in front of me asleep. I reached for the letter in the letterbox, taking care not to wake him. And then I happened to notice the name on the envelope. Storyteller. When I read that name, the world all around me turned black once more. It's impossible to avoid what is written by the storyteller. It seems I could hear the doors to all escape routes shutting close. It was the sound of despair. I would like you to believe me that the thought of taking Master Belduke's life never once occurred to me. I only planned to steal that letter and then disappear. But as I looked upon Master sleeping there in front of me, I felt an evil presence awaken within me. Why did he save my life? Why did he betray me? Before I realized what I was doing it, my hands were clutching his neck. He didn't move at all, so I kept clenching. Wow. That's it. That's the truth about what happened 3 months ago. That sucks. There's just one thing I fail to understand. Yes, you said you wanted to run away once you saw a stolen letter. Yet despite that, you continue to live at Belduke's residence. Now here you stand. Why did you not run away? My life had been thrown into disarray due to absurdity of magic. I had learned all about alchemy living at Master's residence. Alchemy is concerned with the logic that governs the world. I wanted to believe there is truly such a thing. So I stayed at that place, hoping to one day see the irrational nature of magic overcome by the power of reason. Magic being overcome by reason? That night, I swapped the letter with a blank sheet of parchment and waited for the sun to rise. I resolved to wait for the day when my true identity could be exposed to reason and logic. Master's death remained a mystery for 3 months, and people started to lose interest. And then you appeared, Mr. Wright. On the day you visited the residence, I was listening to your conversation in the other room. Had the time finally come to me? My heart was racing with anticipation. And as soon as after everyone entered the room, an unbelievable incident took place. That incident. A witch appeared in Matcher's study. What? I wanted to get a look at the witch, so I created a portal in the wall, behind the painting. Precisely at that moment, the witch used one of the very spells I can use too. When I heard those words, a single thought flashed through my mind. This is my chance. I can dispose of my scepter. Oh, I knew at the time what kind of a witch they could be looking for. I wish I could use Familia and Goldor. It occurred to me that I only needed to change one of the gems. I previously found out the Familia gem was purple. I realized I swapped the Goldor for my amethyst. I could pin the blame for my crime on that other witch. So you changed one of the gems through the scepter into that room. Is that correct? Exactly.
Objection!
Wait a minute, Jean Grail. This statement of yours. It's highly problematic. How so, Christopher Barnum? Yes, you're right. Can someone explain to me what this is about? I am a witch indeed. A sinful creature that killed the person to whom she owed her life. However, regarding the gentleman standing next to you, Mr. Wright, he may have fallen victim to the witch, but that witch was not me. Oh. Wait, what? It had been a while, hadn't it? Whoa. Sorry, my treadmill's taking my little floor walking pad in the middle of the room. It's kind of taking up most of the space. Order in the court. What does it mean, this? Jean Grail admits to killing Sir Belgic, but not turn Sir Layton into gold. Now, the gist of it, my lord. But lying about it is meaningless. Lying. Just being a witch is a crime in of itself. And the punishment of that crime is the same, regardless of whether she took one person's life or two. That's why there's no point in lying about it. I'm sure that's what the judge is thinking. Grail still claims she never laid a finger on the professor. But there's no point in lying. Doesn't mean she's telling us the truth. So in that case, who's responsible for what happened to the professor? If it wasn't her, then who was it?
Hey, listen.
Shut up, Nabby. Mind if I say something? Take a hint, witness. Does it feel like this is the right moment for you to talk? Yeah, well, that's not what I was staying quiet till now. But... Oh, there's a... Okay. There's another one. In a moment. VIP... All right, that's it. Nice, congratulations, Legal. You're now a VIP of the channel. Nice work. This. Congratulations, you nailed it. So what's up next? Who's next? Sammy, I guess. I'd say either say it now or never. Don't simply false sign after saying that. It only makes it weigh on my mind more. Yo, She held out the 15,000, so she got it. If I wanted to beat her, she's 300 away. What did you want to say? Oi, Bluey. Yes? I need to make sure about something. Yeah, not what it used to be, you know? Yes. The alchemist butler, or lady butler, she slipped sleep medicine into his drink. That's correct. She lights tomato juice with it. Yeah, all right. Then he strangled the alchemist after. Then she strangled the alchemist afterwards. Yes, Sir Belcher was unconscious in the sleep med, so he didn't read this. That explains why we found no signs of struggle at the crime scene. Yeah, but about that, I let slip earlier about what I did at the crime scene, right? I told you that I had a few sips of that juice, and you slept the sleep medicine you mixed in, made you sleep like a log. Yes, remember? Yeah, except here's the thing. This is between us, okay? See, when I appropriated that juice, the juice bottle was, well, all open. I'm sorry? Are you saying the alchemist never had a sip of the sleeping juice? Okay, something funky going on now. It was unopened? Ah, you thought it was parts. I don't think the thing is straight. Brand new bottle was just sitting there, waiting for me with a corkscrew conveniently laid next to it. I just gonna let that go to waste, so I simply pulled out the cork and got to drinking. What? So in case you don't get what I'm saying, the alchemist didn't have a single drop of the juice with the sleep medicine. Oh no! Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy! That's good. That's a brain twister. What? Oh, here we go again. Witness, you went to the trouble of opening a bottle of the crime scene just to drink its suspicious contents? That's what I've been telling you. I'll die of thirst. All right, all right, all right. Fucker two. I'm gonna do a trim run this time. Worked out why I have a sore throat and a headache. Meanie. Good grief and golly almighty, man. Hi, Banjo. Oh. I'm gonna put that on 1 news per stream a day thing. I'll burn myself out repeatedly. Maybe 2. So, here's the fun thing. So here's something fun. I am planning the starting of some Thursday streams. Nothing crazy. Not gonna plan it. Just gonna pick a day I'm not on call or ultra busy or whatever. Turn it all on. Pick one game random and just go for it. Might even switch a bunch too. Two minutes. Oh god. Oh fun, the camera stopped. Ooh, Thursday, I'll keep an eye out, bro. How do you feel now? A little exhausted. Alright, so the Thursday stream thing. I'm gonna call them. So basically, well, I'm gonna put the music for a minute. So, what I'm gonna call the Thursday streams are called Cooldown Thursdays. So, thank you. Thank you very much for that, Omid. So, after my birthday, and in fact, it might actually start with my birthday next week, not this Thursday, but the week after, May 1. I'm gonna start doing what's called Cooldown Thursday. Thank you. It's usually the end of my work week. It's usually the day that
Objection!
right on my face. What in the world? It's usually the day of the week where 1 out of 3 times I have an on-call, maybe more, maybe less, not sure yet. Schedule might be changing on May. So we'll see. But the idea is basically a day where I just pick a game off my computer, off my console, off my Minecraft. I don't know what. Whatever. Maybe do some Mario Party sessions or Mario Kart World when it finally pops. I'll just pick a Thursday, hit go, and just play games. It will not be planned. It will not be. There will not be any kind of grandiose Twitter reveal. It won't be. It's just me just turn it all on, writing, "Hey, I'm live for a Cooldown Thursday. Come take a look." And it'd just be like that. Simple as that. I don't know what kind of MP it would be either. It might be Minecraft. It might be just Halo even. I got inspired after watching Top Throw Ryan the other week. I'm like, dude, just randomly just doing it? That's inspiring. So yeah, that's my plan. All right, so back to the thing that doesn't justify what you have done.
Objection!
If Minecraft, oh god. I think I know what that means. Hold on. One moment, I have it in here somewhere. Okay, yeah, there it is. Hold on. You happen to mean this, would ya?
Chicken jockey!
Yeah,
Chicken jockey!
I just did that, darn it! Ah! Yeah, that's not Tangia, so... There's a... Who redeemed that anyways? Alex. I should have figured something. Well, as long as the chat isn't throwing popcorn, soda, and live chickens at me in real time, I'm okay with that. Just cool down, all right? That's all. And Alex, don't use mob power to just redeem endlessly. That's annoying. You will find out what it means to be dying of thirst in a more literal meeting. Let's not waste any more time with him now. The witch has confessed to her crime. There's no need to investigate Sir Belduke's death any further. Indeed, you are right, Inquisitor. What am I looking at? That is not me. Alex, I ask, please. For a person that kills a protector, to clone shows a very life can be nothing other than a witch. This court has sufficient ground to sentence her as such. Trying to stream this. Belduke didn't drink the juice that night. It was relevant. No, I don't wear masks. I don't like the mascots. I really don't. I don't like using mascots. I kind of go on my way to avoid mascots at the theme parks. That was the ugly Sonic thing, wasn't it? That's true. There's one thing here that doesn't add up. Mr. Wright, I have to say, there's something about this that's bothering me. I'm sure the contradiction lives in that man's testimony. You think so, Luke? Can I really turn a blind eye to that? Investigate. Of course we have to investigate. Mister, you're saying you opened the tomato juice bottle, but that claim contradicts a certain piece of evidence. But what? Defense, I'd like to work with you. Yes, Your Honor? At this point, your client's innocence has already been established. Therefore, whether the contradiction in that man's testimony or not should no longer be any of your concern. That may be so, Your Honor, but even though I'm here to defend the accused, the true duty of any attorney is to uncover the truth behind what happened. My job is not done until there are no more contradictions left. Very well. Sir Blue Knight, let's hear about this contradiction you have discovered. The bottle was first opened by that guy, meaning Belduke didn't drink any of it. That means there's one piece of evidence that should be very difficult to explain. I would like to hear about this contradiction too. The defense shall present evidence. Where is the contradiction in this witness having been the one to open the tomato juice bottle? That's easy.
Take that!
The crime scene sketches. The contradiction can be seen in one of the sketches of the crime scene. One of the sketches? Please take a look at Sir Belduke's mouth. Okay. You can see a line of red liquid trickling down from his mouth. Yes, well, we have already established that it was just the tomato juice. Oh! Exactly, Your Honor. Sir Belduke didn't drink any of the tomato juice that night.
Objection!
Which means there's only one other possibility. That red line is, as we thought, first of all, blood. Sir Belduke must have tried to fight back. They said it bit his tongue in doing so.
Objection!
Yep, same way. Nope. Unfortunately, that would bring us back to the problem we encountered earlier. If the victim had put up a fight, then there should have been traces of a struggle at the crime scene. And yet, no such traces were found. That's what made you assume the witch must have used familia. Ah, the lack of crime scene that struggles. As I explained before, Master Belduke didn't struggle at all during the time. But when I think about it, in light of that new information, it was very unnatural. The victim didn't drink any of the sulfuric, yet didn't struggle. But what does it mean? If it's not tomato juice throwing blood about the struggle with the murderer, then what else could it be? Since it's not tomato juice, we have to assume it's blood after all. Yeah, right. It's gotta be that. We have ruled out the possibility that the victim bit his tongue while struggling with his attacker. Indeed. Then there's gotta be a different reason for that blood being there. He must have suffered internal bleeding, but somehow connected to his death. But what could have caused it? Your Honor, if I might ask one question. Question to whom? If I just clarify this one suspicion, I may be able to explain the blood shown in the sketch. That's why I need to question one particular person in particular. It's not Barnum. It's not Grail. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but we gotta bring him back into it. Amir. Mister, may I ask you something? Yeah, don't give me such a scary look, Bluey. I know nothing at all. I got nothing to tell. Amir is an innocent as a little lamb, but is his confidence more than a sham? He'd be better off without that bard. You drank the tomato juice at the crime scene, right? Don't keep asking me about that over and over again. So what if I did? Then I have another question to ask you. Did anything else disappear from the crime scene that day? Oh no. No. Oh no, he did not. Stop, drink, and talk. Nah, I didn't notice anything.
Objection!
Barnum knows it. Witness, just what have you done this time? You look at a dog making a mess on the carpet. I hate that. I know that too. I clean up after the dog sometimes. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know anything going missing. I'm innocent. Please believe me. Truth can drown in its felling eyes. Some tell lies well, others cannot tell lies. Looks like my gut feeling is right. He took something from the crime scene again. Something that could directly be connected to that red liquid around Belduke's mouth. What on earth did that man steal from the crime scene? A certain item disappeared from the crime scene that day. And at this very moment, it's highly likely that this item is right in front of your very eyes. What? It's here? Is that right, mister? Is it? I have no idea. Defender, I order you to show us what this item is. The item that this witness took from the crime scene. Alright, Ymir, hold very still.
Got it.
Got it. It's this bottle. The bottle? Miss Guerrero, I'll let you clarify something for me. What would that be, Mr. Wright? I'm sure Belton was working on creating certain medicines. He had very dangerous substances stored in his possession as well. How are they stored? Master kept them locked in a locked medicine cabinet. The bottles were labeled so that it was clear that they were dangerous. They have all been confiscated. Are those labels... Did they resemble the label on that guy's bottle? Mister? What on earth what are you doing with the product of the Master's research? It's not that you think I didn't have any evil intentions or nothing. That bottle belonged to the Master, and it was used to store strong poisons. Poison strong enough to kill. Poison? What? The red liquid trickling down Belduke's mouth is definitely blood. Now, as for what caused him to bleed like that from his mouth, it was the deadly poison from the bottle that guy stole from the crime scene. He still calls him that guy. We know it's a mirror. This is outrageous. What? Wow. And think, if I'd done this court trace on the last Tuesday, I would have hit 5 hours easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you expect me to just keep quiet? It was poison? Poison? I'm gonna die? Just wait and see. Time will tell. Yeah, I guess. More importantly, I want to know why you have that bottle. Well, that's, remember how I told you I drank the alchemist's tomato juice? Yeah. Indeed, not something easy to forget, especially having heard it several times. Well, that was when I saw it on the floor, the bottle right there. It was totally empty. I thought, you know, that's such a fancy looking bottle at all. A bit of a skull fancier. They have a danger about them, right? They certainly do. So since it was there and I was there too, I felt we were kind of meant for each other. And I thought this bottle's so classy, I would die for it. Had any poison been left in the bottle, you would have died instantly. But if it's empty, it's probably harmless. Oh, hear that? I'm gonna live. Good thing I rinsed it well before use. And still he drinks out of the silly thing. But if the victim was killed by poison, that raises a new question, of course. Who could have poisoned him? Considering all the evidence and the testimonies we heard today, the answer is so close I can taste it. Sir Belduke was poisoned by... Well, answering Ymir would be funny as heck. And Guerrero would just dig him in deeper. It'd also go against the whole strangling thing. And Ymir, well, the guy was dead before he got there. So, whatever thought left is, however possible, remains the truth. Himself. It was, of course, Sir Belduke himself. Himself? Sir Belduke took that poison of his own will. His death was suicide. Yep, suicide. That is preposterous. A suicide, inconceivable.
Objection!
Think about it, Inquisitor. That explains the most unnatural aspect of his death. Most unnatural. Miss Greer, when you were strangling Belduke, he put up no fight whatsoever. Is that correct? Yes, it was until today I was convinced it was due to sleep medicine. It wasn't, because he didn't take any. The truth is, when you gripped his throat, Sir Belduke was already dead. He had poisoned himself. Ugh. Wow, that solves all the contradictions. But would the poison have caused him to bleed from his mouth? I personally know of no poison that works instantly and causes such symptoms. Oh, you don't? I can't just tell him what happens on TV all the time. There are certain plants in this area that contain highly poisonous substances. In the course of his research, Master Belduke found a way to extract that poison. What am I hearing? There's some dangerous plant labyrinth, yeah? The poison is very bitter to taste, so it would be impossible to seek or slip into someone's food or drink. It would cause internal damage. It is a very powerful poison. Drink would induce the most painful death. And think that Belduke could... But did Belduke really choose such an agonizing death for himself? Doesn't seem like he suffered that much. I would like to know that too. Miss Grail, you mean to say Master killed himself after exposing me as a witch? I cannot believe it. He wouldn't commit suicide. Indeed, we cannot take such a theory at face value. Something's still missing from the puzzle then. Had you committed suicide, I dare say he left a suicide note. I can't say why Belduke committed suicide, but I think there's a piece of evidence that confirms his suicide was a possibility. The piece of evidence like that? If you have such evidence, you ought to present it to court immediately. Present the evidence. Okay, yeah, we got presented that. So
Take that!
that's Sherdel's letter. Let's see. It was addressed to the storyteller, wasn't it? This is the last letter written by Sir Belduke. Now, if his death were a suicide, then this letter may well be his suicide note.
Objection!
What we have here is nothing more than a blank piece of parchment. Whether or not there's a suicide note is something we can only speculate about. That's right. But there's one person who knows whether this letter is really a suicide note. You mean the person who swapped the contents? In other words, you, Jean Grail. Witness, you stole the letter on the night of the crime. Tell us, what was written in it? I don't know. What? You don't know? I did steal the letter, yes. But I don't know what its contents were. You mean you have not read it? I couldn't bring myself to read it. It seems that if I did, everything that happened to Master Belduke saved my life would be ruined in an instant. I'd taken out and held it in my hand many times, but no matter what, I just couldn't. Miss Grail, can you tell us where that letter is now? I have it here. Oh! You're carrying it around with you? If you're assured that you have been done for. That night, having killed my Master Belduke, I decided to stay in his residence. I knew my identity would be revealed sooner or later, and I was ready for it. So, until that time, I decided to always keep the letter with me. My lord? Yes, witness. If you don't mind, could you please read it aloud? Now that I'm here in this place of judgment, I think I'm ready to finally hear what Master Bell wrote.
Hold it! Miss Grail,
Yay, voice!
I think you should be the one to read it.
Yep.
Me?
Sir Belduke wrote this letter to the storyteller as he was preparing to die. I think it's only right his last words should be read by you.
Yes, you're right. I see. I understand. Please allow me to read the letter aloud.
Here we go. Soon as the trial,
dear friend,
as soon as I'm done the trial, I'm gonna take a short break to use the restroom and all that. Okay.
I hope you will be able to forgive me for leaving this world of my own will. I have finally made this decision, having seen that accursed bell tower
appear in the flames on that dreadful night.
Curse of Bell Tower, huh?
That lightning was a sign that we have angered the gods. What I have done cannot be forgiven. I can never escape from it. For the past few days, I have been thinking that it might be best to simply expose everything.
That's the first line.
This town's secret, the truth about the witch.
That's the second line.
Of course, I understand that secrets need to be kept. However, I have grown very tired. I'm afraid I cannot keep the secret any longer. I have only two concerns. The first is my daughter.
Daughter?
It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
Oh,
A daughter?
a daughter?
I was not aware that Sir Belduke had a daughter.
Mr. Belduke seemed to know a lot about this town. This town's secret, and the truth about the witch.
Truth about the witch. Somehow I don't think he was talking about Miss Grey Earl.
Oh. The second matter, weighing heavily on my mind, is that Jean will be left on her own.
Seeing her growing up, so strong and righteous, in defiance of her fate, had given me hope. A short while ago, she brought me my usual, and what will be my last, drink. There are so many things I wanted to tell her, but I could only manage a thank you. She is a very sharp child. Had I said any more, she would have caught on. You could call me a selfish man, but I didn't wish my last memory of her to be a sad one.
Master Belduke.
Oh, that's sad.
If the fate handed to her by this town has made her life an ordeal until now, I hope from the bottom of my heart that a wonderful story awaits her next. I intend to leave my residence to her, and I would like you to look out for her.
Alas, it is time for me to put my pen down. My dear friend, what I truly wish to express to you is too complicated for words. I hope one day you will understand, but for now I bid you farewell. The time has come for me to go.
Dang! That was sad! Wow! I don't know how this is how freaking sad this scene is.
This letter, it wasn't a denunciation of me being a witch.
Master Belduke cared about you until the very end.
Yes, how could I have forgotten? I'm sure I knew it all along.
Oh.
So why did I? How could I have done that to him?
That's heart-wrenching. That's very real. And Lord, what is it, Inquisitor Bonham? I think it is about time for the guilty verdict. Guilty! The Inquisitor resolved the charges against my FA and charges Jean Grey with being a witch. All the evidence collaborates with the accusation, and she even admits her own guilt. Hence, they ask that the witch be found guilty and punished immediately.
Objection!
Not so fast, Inquisitor Barnum. What do you want now, Sir Blue Knight? Admittedly, Grail did attempt to strangle Belduke, but he had consumed a deadly poison and was already dead at the time. Therefore, she is not guilty of murder. And one more thing. It also wasn't Miss Grail who turned Layton to gold. There was another witch present at the crime scene. The defendant Maya saw her too. To put it simply, Grail didn't kill anyone. Yeah, she didn't kill anyone, yet you still want to burn her? But Maya, do you know how it feels to be put in this cage? It's like everyone's against you and it's super frightening. I'm not a witch. I've been thrown in this cage and almost sent to something I didn't do. Now you're telling me about to do the same thing to another person? That's just not right. Is that all you have to say? Huh? The one who is wrong is not me, but you, Sir Blue Knight. Whether a witch has committed a crime or not is completely irrelevant. This is the witches' court. All witches must be punished by fire. For something they are, that's crazy. Why, Barnum? Inquisitor Barnum is absolutely right. Being a witch is a crime. Do you understand that, don't you, Miss Grail? Yes. Very well, then. The court is ready to issue its final verdict. Maya Faye is found innocent in their place. Jean Grail is found guilty of being a witch and she be cast into the fire.
No, you can't.
Yep.
Hold it! Please, hold the verdict!
That's Bella? Oh boy.
What is it now, Espella Cantabella?
There is nothing else we can do.
Ooh.
This is the course of things, and you should know it well.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I really have to go. Thank you for that, guys.
Indeed, all witches shall be cast into the flames. That is the law of this town. A law that was written by your very own father. And furthermore, a law that has always been obeyed in the town of Labyrinthia.
A town like this should never exist in the first place.
Oh, that's not a good thing to say.
Such insolence.
That's heresy. She's criticizing the storyteller's story. Even the storyteller's daughter has no right to criticize the story.
Trials in which innocent people are sentenced to death by fire. I shall make sure this is the last one.
What do you mean, Espella?
Bella?
Since you're also keen on the rules created by the storyteller, you should know exactly what I mean.
Oh, I know she's going for it.
The stipulation for ending the witch trials. Once the Great Witch Bezella is burned, the witch trials will end. At present, I am under suspicion. You know very well why that is, don't you?
You? Well, you don't mean that you're,
I am guilty. I am the Great Witch Bezella.
What?
She's really admitting it right there in the spot.
Cast me into the flames and let Miss Grail free. Miss Cantabella.
That's very brave.
This shall be the last of the witch trials. No one else need be burned hereafter.
Espella, just what are you saying? I can't let you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Mr. Wright, let me do as I wish. I'm sorry, but this is a problem concerning the people of Labyrinthia.
No! Please don't do it!
There must be another way. You don't need to do this. It's all right, Luke, Maya, Mr. Wright, and Mr. Layton. I truly appreciate all you have done for me.
This can't be happening.
It apparently is.
Cantabella, your confession will have very serious, or rather, fatal consequences for you. May we assume that you fully understand those consequences and are willing to accept them?
I am Espella Cantabella, the storyteller's daughter.
I'm just gonna check something here. I kind of wonder about the options.
But I
Thought there was an
also have
autoplay.
another name. I am the Great Witch Bazella. I have lived hidden in the dark pages of my father's story, deceiving all of you. Many lives have been sacrificed because of me. But that should
Really?
end today.
Right, I did this. I couldn't to get the fan so bad. We'll do bar with this wristband this time, huh? Why are you trying to stall me? I'm going for 3.5 hours. I gotta get up here. You know, that's it. I'm putting a freaking limit on how many times I've been redeemed. I know what you're trying to do. You do realize I'm streaming again tomorrow, right? And someone's on the right track for a freaking timeout. Then you just have to hang in tight. Because I'm not stopping the stream for another 45 minutes. Alright. First thing first. There. Alright.
Court attendants, seize that woman. She is the Great Witch Bazella.
Oh boy. This isn't right.
Espella.
Stinky. stinky.
Why? Whoa.
Maya! Espella, this just isn't right. Let's go. Nick, give me a hand. Jump over there.
Okay.
But
We got action sequences. We got puzzles I gotta do still.
Getting away!
Uh-oh. No, wait! Oh, no.
Maya!
help me, Nick! Estella! Quick, in here!
Yeah. We won, but at the same time,
Stop! You got to stop!
we lost.
Maya!
Yeah. Yep. That happened. Tell me about it. I'm going on for another 45 minutes, too. Chapter 5, A Taste of Despair. What do we do now? We made out of the courtroom, but everyone's in an uproar, so where do we go from here? It's truly sorry. My fault, Maya. It's all happened because of me. That's not true at all, Spell. It's not your fault. Isn't that right, Mr. Nick? Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, Luke, did you say something? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Well, it's not your fault. You shouldn't blame yourself. Mr. Wright, I just said that. Oh, really? Mr. Wright. Well, anyway, at least we managed to save you, Espella. Yes, but because of that, now Maya believes in you. That's why she wants to protect you. He's right. So we can't let ourselves get captured now. Luke, that settled that. That settled that then. Okay, let's get moving. We're bound to get caught if we stick around in here any longer. But where should we go? Everyone's looking for us now. Well, I think we thought go to maybe go to Patty's shop. But the knights are certain to be waiting for us there. Alright, that's true. Ma, you certainly managed to get yourself in quite a predicament. There! There, all done. Congratulations, you ascended to what one? You ascended to VIP. Nice congratulations, Sammy. And the best part is I have another 45 minutes of stream to play with here, okay? Maybe not an order form. Congratulations. That voice. Barnum? Uh-oh. Inquisitor Barnum. Now, you have VIP already. You also have moderator stats. You can't have one or the other. Yep, I know. Not your life's Aang. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So that's only 4 more slots of that, huh? They gotta earn it and convince me that it's a good idea for them to be mod. It's too dangerous to have. I don't want lose control of my own channel. By the way, Aang, welcome to the show. How you doing tonight, huh? I got another half hour before I knock off, so just a heads up. Trust me, I don't care. But these two have nothing to do with it. Take me. I'm the one you want. No way. None of us are at fault here. We're not the ones who did anything wrong. Luke. Owner. No. Your accomplice is the Great Witch Padella and assistant in her estate. Apparently so. So, how about no? And ABS again? Time out. That's dangerous ground to try on, dude. But why? Espella isn't the Great Witch. Why can't you understand that? Yeah, I loosened up the bots a little bit. So certain words will allow you to will not get a pull catch. I think because I can also consider the word bitch as a female dog. Although I prefer if you didn't drop F-bombs, please. I ask him politely, please do not curse that hard in my chat, okay? While you're allowed to, I prefer if you didn't. That's all I ask, okay? I haven't seen Zocker and Fruit and Fire Fruit Agents. Okay, I can't stop people from saying it over a voice chat, but I can ask politely enough for people to stop saying it in chat. Okay? That includes you, Hero. If you want to moderate your chat, go moderate your own. Come on, guys, stop. Can I just play the game? That's enough. Stop right now. I'm asking politely. Stop talking about it. Break it up. Stop swearing. Behave. I'm not kidding. Thank you. I said I believe in Maya, but deep down I believed in her. We all did, and we all still do. Luke, that's why I'm gonna stand strong. I'm gonna stick by a spell no matter what. Ugh. That's so. By the way, it's the Blue Knight. The loss of Maya Fey is unfortunate. You have my deepest sympathies. Really? Your deepest sympathies? While such bedlam was indeed unexpected, we should have done something more to prevent it. Inquisitor Barnum, I prove my innocent. I admit you did. And yet, last I saw, she's being dropped into a pit of fire. Tell me, Inquisitor, does that seem like justice to you? All witches are to be cast into the flame. That's the law of the land around here, right? But Maya wasn't a witch. How do you explain that, Inquisitor Barnum? It is truly regrettable. What occurred in the courtroom is my responsibility and my alone. Responsibility? Fine, then take some responsibility right now. Magic is this here, right? Well then use some magic to bring Maya back. Cast whatever spell you need to cast and bring her back. That's a very unique sprite pose for Phoenix too. There is just no such magic. I cannot undo her death. Seriously? Guys, I'm going to stop that command if you guys keep doing it. I'm tired here and I want to get the busting the puzzles. Oh, wait, you got that? Right. Reader will talk. Consider what I gotta do for, this Thursday and make sure I'm ready for it. Oh, I don't. Oh, God. Really? Well, I guess now you have all the extra money to play with, so there you go. I can't abuse there. Whoa. The thing is, I have to pop it into freaking YouTube as well. And the more that kind of thing happens, the more it... Yeah, so hang on a second. Right. Where are you? Go, it's on cooldown for 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, back to the stream. Just my bane the blow. If it brings solace, then take the sword and strike me. Just stop it. You knights are always ready to get rid of those indifferent from yourself. Just get out of my sight. I said go. What's that? I think I heard something come from the main gate. Guards, come, take a look at this. Mr. Wright, the boys are getting closer. At this rate, we're... Exit to the main gate and head east to the forest. You should be able to escape along a small path there. Huh? On the outskirts of the city, you'll find Rogue's Tavern. You should be safe there. Why are you helping? Go now. You will be caught if you stay here. Then this will all be for naught. Luke, Mr. Wright, let's go. Yeah, Mr. Wright, are you coming? Yeah, these are unique animations for Phoenix. He's never had the angry, I'm gonna punch you in the face look before in any other game to my knowledge. Alright, let's get moving, huh? Bam. So we got a new location to play with. We already explored this one fairly well. So I'm gonna do this. And we have 1 hidden puzzle and 3 coins to find. Looks like we made it to the forest. I can't see the knights anywhere. I think we're gonna stay here for a little while. I'm sorry for all this, Bella. Huh? If we just headed for safety right away, we wouldn't be in this situation. Mr. Wright, I need to apologize to you too, Luke. What? You've been trying to do your best this whole time. Just get Bella out of here safely. It's my fault those knights are on our tail, and are probably gonna find us. But I wouldn't say all is lost just yet. I mean, there's gotta be a way to bring Maya back. I'm sure we can find a way. Come on, Phoenix. You have to keep together here. These two need you more than ever. Well, then how do we make our way to that tavern because the bottom mentioned? Yes, that would be Rogue Tavern. I can show you the way. Do you know this place? Oh, yes. It looks a bit scary, but I've never been inside before, though. But I come to this side of town often to do my shopping, and I passed it a few times. I think Miss Barry's got a goat farmer here as well. Is that right? Okay. Just this way. Let's go. Alright then, let's get going, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Hey, Luke? Yes, what is it? I just want to help you. I want to thank you for earlier. It really helped me out. Oh, yeah. That works great. That's much better. And yes, I do prefer Connect over Lego. I made a whole keyblade out of it, you know? So yeah, that is actually a keyblade made out of Connects. Now, if you don't know what Connects is, it's, in my opinion, the better building toy. It's bigger, beefier, and stronger than a regular a Lego set. Because Lego is for little minifigs, right? Connects makes big structures. Heck, the first desk I ever streamed out of, that was made of Connects. Purely. It had an acrylic top at one point, and a wooden top at one point. But I did everything on my acrylic desk. I streamed off of it. How'd that for a show and a half, huh? Oh, yeah, totally. Oh, here we go. I have a better idea. Hold on a sec. KNNEX. Imagery. Oh my god, I have that. Okay. Open image. I do you one better. I mean, not that one. Hold on a second. It had the picture, someone's picture in it. Oh man. Give me a moment. I'm looking for something. Alright, connect. Oh. Much better. There's no freaking logo on this one. And bam. Yeah, that's Connect right there. So let me go full size for a moment. So yeah, this is Connects. Actually, I had an exact model Connect set earlier. This was the good stuff before they decided to go back down to the rinky-dinky shrink wrap stuff. So it's kind of annoying that they made the stuff also small. I understand why they did that. Less plastic prints means less means they can sell it for more money. Yeah, I know, right? It's so cool. But this was my bread and butter back in the day. In fact, I had that exact set even. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I used that in physics class. Oh, yeah. What do you mean? I get it now. I'm not the only one who lost someone important to them. Oh. I believe in the professor. He would never be beaten by something like magic. That witch just cast a spell on him is all. So all we do is find the right way to undo that spell, right? Let's see. You know, you're right, Luke. The professor will come back. I'm sure of it. That's why all I can do now is keep moving forward. It's what any gentleman do and training would do. Okay, then let's go. What's wrong with you two? It's over this way. Hurry up. Oh, sorry about that. We're coming. I'm kind of curious now. Hold on. Give me a moment. No, that's just goofy pictures. It's here? God, what was that? I'm just looking at this fast. Hang on. This. Oh, I do have one. Oh my god. 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 Hang on. Where is it? Open with photos. I found it. My first stream rig on the Connect desk. Check this out. Yeah. My whole desk is made out of pure Connects. Aside from the acrylic top. Yep, that's my first desk too. And my first computer build as well. Over here to the side, you can sort of see like an old my first. It's in my bedroom. You can't use it. Don't even try. I just got a kick out of that. All right, let's we gotta find some puzzle stuff here. That's not it. Coin. You don't even know where I live, dude. Oh, dang, that's still around? Yeah, it is. Look, check this out. It looks like the puzzle hidden again. Sure I do. You know where I work. You don't know where my house is. And don't you try to swat me, bud. Finally get to do a puzzle. Oh, we're doing one of these, are we? Okay, espionage action. Alright, the night guards are patrolling the area. The lanterns allow us to see 3 spaces in front. I wish. Alex. First off, that's creepy. Second off, I don't think that's my I don't think that's right at all. Nope. That's not right. Yeah, I figured much. Consider another way. Yeah. There you go. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, forth. Out of there, baby.
Your Honor, there is a clear contradiction in this puzzle. Just thinking outside the box.
Wonderful. You didn't create the block the nice field of view. It's quite a clever idea. Yeah, that's... Let's not do that again, okay? Thank you. Oh. Did not mean to do that. I want to put my magnify in this. Alright. I got one better. He should play with me in Repo. I want play Repo. I have it. I would kill to play it with other people. I had someone, but apparently he things happened, and I kind of went out the window. Whoa! Ooh, what's wrong? Sorry about that. I just tripped a little, that's all. This is potato? Let's see if we can put it back in the basket. We don't want anyone else to trip over it. Crikey, this place looks like it's seen better days. Maybe when I get a Twitch paid out. This ain't no place for kids. Why don't you types run off and find something else to play, eh? Oh, it's you! Hmm? Oh, you're that lad from yesterday, aren't ya? Is he acquaintance of yours, Luke? Not just an acquaintance. This lad and the blow dark hat, they're my saviors. Them two really saved my hide yesterday. These two pulled my fat out of the fryer right when I need it most. I guess that's one way of putting it. That's it. Alright, Espel, this man's a really good person. Oh, that's right, lads. Old Cutter has a face you can trust. Not sure about that. Hang on. Where's the bloke with that dark hack anyways? Oh, huh. You see the professor, something mighty unpleasant must have happened to the looks of it. How about we take the conversation outside? When you say inside, that wouldn't happen to be in Rogue's Tavern, would it? Oh, nay now, don't you didn't think you know about a place like that? Bet you must be quite the heartbreaker with the lasses. That's not it at all. We just have a bit of business to take care of there, that's all. Alright, just pull your leg, lad. If you're looking for Rogue's Tavern, you're standing right in front of it. It's the brightest house on the road, you can't miss it. No worries though, I'll head there with you guys. Thank you very much. No, we're not done yet, though. Oh, puzzle. Hey, what's that there? That's right, that's a hidden puzzle. Not to worry, just leave it to me. Here we go again. Ooh. So, it says, you found a secret alley hidden in the town. The roads here are paved with tiles and etched with various symbols. The 4 coins in your possession will allow you to make one type of tile disappear, allowing you to proceed walking across the alley. Use the coin to remove the tiles and cross the alley. You only have 4 coins to use them wisely. Okay, so the name of the game here is we gotta figure out how to get across the panels. Now, if I move up or down, it's fine. So I can pick my entry point. So, the idea here that I need to figure out what path I can do to remove all of those tile points. This is tough. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tiles. So 2 tiles that have to be ignored. So what I need to look for is a set of tiles I can remove safely. Or tile that must be removed no matter what. I guess one thing I do is just try a few combos out and see what happens. So that's what happens. Let's try going Snake's Nest. Nope, that won't work. Nope, that's not gonna work. I screwed up. There's a lot of axes in the way. So that means the only way through. So if I get rid of an axe, that's best. So let's see what else I can get rid of. Try swords? It's a combination of 66% I got push here. Okay, let's try it. It's here. See what happens. Nope. That's not it. Bags and roses kind of block me out. Let's try bags. Snakes. Swords. And then... yeah, I just screwed myself over again. Boy, this is a tough one. It says there's a lot of thinking. X. Cool. So we have a lot of axes in the way. Let's get rid of that first, for sure, no matter what. Then try Rose. Hold on. And then finally, scorpions. Hello, I see a path. Bingo, that took a bit.
Don't worry, leave this one to me.
Just a bit of guessing sometimes helps a lot.
As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Lovely. Now I gotta find 3 coins, I'm good. Two. Three. Fantastic. There we go. Wow, sure lively in here. It certainly is, even more so than I thought. So cheerful, everything seems to be having a good time. It ain't just the shades of the shade they hang out about here. Well, you do get the occasional rabble-rouser every now and then, but for the most part, everyone here is a good person. You'll find the head honcho herself over by the counter. Why not go and introduce yourself? Well, first things first, I need to check to make sure we don't have any puzzles or whatever. So we'll exit the tavern map, enter it. 3 coins, no puzzles. Okay. 1. Two. Oh, 3. Oh, Motley, I come bearing customer for ya. Turn the volume down before you scare all the way away all my other customers. Use your indoor voice, remember? Customers, you say. Now, I sort of sprung this on you, I know it's just a bunch of kids, but that lad there is my savior, hand to heart. But do me a favor and get the lad of juice. It's on me. Put it on my tab. I don't care about that. Did you take a look at the girl? What the heck were you thinking? Eh? Do you have a loaf of bread for a brain or something, you fool? Huh? That girl is suspected of being the Great Witch Bazella. Bazella? Are you joking? I didn't know that. Now see here, Spella is not Bazella. We are the ones who proved her innocence and cleared her of the charges. See, boss lady, the lad agrees with she's not Bazella. Besides, I knew the girl was innocent from the moment I laid eyes on her. Cutter, your judgment is about as reliable as paper shoes in the rain. Oh, that does suck. What I'd like to know is who told you to come here in the first place? It was Inquisitor Barnum. Really now? So it's him, was it? You guys, listen, don't say a word to this to anyone else. You hear me? You can make life very difficult for our dear Inquisitor. Right, got it. No, she had the same red hair. I don't know what he expects me to do with you guys, but fine, I'll lend you a hand. You can stay here for the night. There's an empty room you use upstairs. We don't exactly get the cleanest type staying here, so forgive the mess. Should be enough to sleep in though. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't get the wrong idea, kiddos. This place ain't a charity. I expect you to return this favor someday. What? Ooh, I'm sure glad Rouge's going to be a nice person. Yes, Mr. Cutter and Miss Rouge are both very kind. Listen, we can rest easy for now, right, Mr. Wright? Yep. And I guess we can take the time to do a little sleuthing too, if we want to. But we should probably rest while we can. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty hectic day. Now that's an idea I can get behind. Oh, there's a puzzle in here too, 3 coins. This must be it. This is the room Rouge will talk about, huh? Oh my, it is quite unique, isn't it? Is that a statue code? How very avant-garde. That statue really looks a lot like Mr. Cutter, doesn't it? Hey, I wonder if he made it himself. Not only is Mr. Cutter very nice, he seems quite artistic as well. I don't know what to call his art per se. Anyway, it's just nice to have a safe place to rest for a bit. We did so much running about yesterday. I'm totally burned out and exhausted. I think we can plan out our next step in the morning. Let's try to get some sleep. Right. I won't even able to save you. It would never come to this. Just great. I should be ready to pass out right now. I just can't fall asleep. I'm thirsty. Maybe I should grab some water. Looks like the party is over. I must have gone home by now. I should grab some water and head back to the room. Not yet. What's up? Can't get to sleep? Yeah. I'm absolutely beat. I can't get my eyes shut. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. Alright, last puzzle on the hidden stack after this. Look, your work cut out for you to clean up this place. Need a hand? Nah, it's fine. The house will, you make a mess, you clean it. The little dummies gonna keep their eyes open. I'll make it clean it up in the morning. Huh? So has everyone gone home? I can't exactly let them go home in this state, so I shut them all upstairs for the time being. This is both our home and shelter. I mean, don't tell me you can't hear this loud snoring from down here. And here I thought my stomach growled the whole time. So, I'm gonna come down here for something, right? Oh yeah, that's right. I came down for some water. Alright, but you have to earn it first. You might get my game when you get any drink you want on the house. Game? What kind of game? Silence! Okay, was I just impersonating Black Rose there? Whoa, now that was totally unexpected. I'm really sorry if I said something wrong. Now, don't you go get the wrong idea. I only do this knife. This puzzle I made for you. Puzzle? Ooh. Slide the red chalice to the bottom right-hand corner of the table. Use the knife to bounce the chalice around the table. The direction of the slide depends on the angle. Be careful not to leave any green chalices as the cups switch places when they hit each other. Alright, we'll show the top view so it's easy to work with. So right now, if she slides the chalice, it's going to go this way. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to push down this way. It's going to bang here. Bam. And now green's going in motion. I'm going to bam this. Bam. Bam. Okay, green goes in motion here. Bam. 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 Green the green, green the red, red, and out. That ought to do her. Those are always fun puzzles.
I await your verdict. Puzzle solved. Take that.
Indeed. If you're looking for a tougher challenge, try tossing roots. She's bound to have a hard puzzle sitting around somewhere. A harder puzzle, huh? Not too shabby, Tiger. Well, promise to promise you can have any drink you want, no charge. But refills included. Just say the word. Thank you. I'm just gonna take you up on that offer. You're in it, you know? Never saw anyone on this part taking on a puzzle like that so fast. Pure luck, trust me. If you want a puzzle expert, Luke's the one to talk to. Oh, you mean this sharp-looking kid? You know, for someone so young, he's got a good head on his shoulders. This one. Looks like he's been through a lot. Yeah, he sure has. He seems to be in good spirits, but deep inside, he must be hurting really bad. He just lost someone very dear to him. He's trying so hard not to hide it. I mean, to hide it. Then there's a spell. She had new accusation thrown at her, and is that again at risk of being burned alive. And Maya, I can't stop thinking how her death was my fault. That's why I need to be stronger. I can't. I just feel so helpless. I'm the only one who can protect Luke and Espella. I'm scared. I'm scared what's gonna happen to Maya. What'll happen to Maya will happen again. Maya, huh? I caught wind of what happened today in court. It seemed very important to you. I'm alright, I'm not sure I can protect those two. More than that, I just don't want to think I might fail them. You want to protect them, and you don't want them to think you'll fail, huh? Oh, that all sounds well and good, but you want to know what I think? I think you're just telling yourself what you want to hear. Huh? What do you mean? I think the words coming out of your mouth right now are downright selfish. Hey, what are you... Have you taken a second step back When you're wild and think how worried they must be about you right now. So it's hopeless, huh? You think those two kids are hopeless too? Don't make me laugh. You want to see hopeless? That's easy. Just take a look in the mirror. That's cold, but needed. How do you expect to protect those two if you can't even manage to get a hold of yourself? It's okay. I get it. You had some really tough stuff, rough stuff happen to you yesterday. Automatically sad, emotionally trying stuff. That's why the first thing you do is just accept it. Accept it all. Oh, now I'm pixelated again? I gotta put the color background change system in now. The sadness, remorse, everything. Honestly, I don't blame you for expressing how hard this whole situation has been on you. Good. But I can never forgive myself for letting this happen. I couldn't do anything, not a single thing. I did nothing to help Maya at all. Maya, she gave her own life to save Bella. If only I'd been quicker. If only I could have done something, Maya would still be here. She'd still be here by my side. It's all my fault. Yeah, future games say otherwise. Oh, Luke, what are you doing here? Bella, what are you doing up at the time? Couldn't sleep. Thought I'd get a glass of water. Huh? Who's that over there? Is that Miss Rouge and Mr. Wright? Hey, we should head back to bed, Bella. We have an early start tomorrow after all. You're right. Mr. Wright. Rouge, I just want to thank you, for hearing me out. No any formalities. We did just share a puzzle after all. Anyway, go on and get some rest. Don't tell me you need it. Alright, I'll do just that. Good night. Night. Alright. Mr. Wright? Oh, sorry, Luke. Did I wake you up? Is the spell asleep? Yeah, she's out like a light. It must be really tired. Yeah. Mr. Wright? Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna give 110. No, 210%. Where did that come from all of a sudden? I just want to help you stay focused, Mr. Wright. Luke, I'm sure with the spell and me on your side, we can take on anything that comes our way. There's no puzzle out there tough to top the likes of us. No, it's too tough, huh? That sure is like the Luke I know. I guess it does, huh? Luke, you really have helped me get back on my feet. I can definitely see why you're the professor's apprentice. That I am. Let's give it our best, Luke, as an 8th attorney and 8th apprentice. Right you are. Alright, so where's to get this rest, huh? I'm off for that. Good night, Mr. Wright. Good night, Luke. And good night, everyone else. I think I'm burned out myself. So once I get a moment to save, more content. We'll finish off.
The next parade is the most crucial one yet.
Yes, my lord, I understand.
I leave the rest in your hands. Please take care of Vespella.
Yeah, he's live. Good. I just want to be sure.
Yes.
You have had to endure much thus far, but understand that the end is near.
Indeed.
Oh, I see. Is that a hint of contempt I see in you, Inquisitor Darklaw?
Oh.
I must rest.
He's sick?
What a foolish man.
Uh-oh.
You will know soon enough. Soon you will see the advent of a new story.
She's changing. Is she changing it?
And you will pay for all of your mistakes.
Well, that's ominous.
Huh? The advent of a new story?
And Barnum sneaky peeks, apparently.
I wonder, what could she be planning? It's true. Strange things have been occurring within the story. Such as the storyteller making Espella Cantabella his own daughter, a witch. Why
Yeah, it's
would he
weird.
write such a thing? Something is not right. Should I investigate further?
Oh, finally. Good morning, Luke. Espella. Did you guys sleep all right? Yeah, thank you. I slept very well. Me too. I'm recharged, ready to get started. Right? There's something got plenty of rest last night. That's right. A lack of sleep leads to a weary mind, after all. Okay, guys, let's decide where we should investigate first. Well, it'd probably be safer to avoid going to the town center for now. That's right, because the environment say there'd be nowhere we can hide. Alright, let's check to this area and see what info we can find. The Great Witch Padella has to be a pretty important part of Labyrinthia story. Or history, sorry. Right you are. I mean, she is called the legendary Great Witch. I'm confident someone can tell us something. Yeah, there's bound to be a clue out there somewhere that can shed some light on one thing. I think you're right, Detective Accidente. Yeah, that's literally his name. Mentioned that some things about Labyrinthia in his letter to the professor as well. He wrote that this town had a shrouded in secrecy. And where there are secrets, you can bet there are clues. We should investigate this area first. There are no nights to patrol around here. I guess they really do avoid this part of town, huh? I'm sure we get a lot of information from the townsfolk. Not to mention it, isn't this near where Espella had to run into those two guys? Yes, it is. It's about halfway from the marketplace. In that case, I think there's a possibility we might find someone with a connection to what happened. And that means more info on the wishes for us. You got it, Luke. We got 2 weeks to gather as much info as possible. Oh no, that's right. What's wrong, Luke? I didn't mean to stall anyone. I just forgot to mention the next parade isn't actually in 2 weeks. It's not. That no good storage would change the date of the parade by writing his book. He just changed it right there in front of us. He rewrote the story. Then, when exactly is the next parade? Well, it's sort of actually today, Mr. Wright. What? What? Did you say today? No way. Man, talk about time slipping away. I think they have already started preparing the festival. Looks like it might be starting this evening. That's our luck. Mr. Wright? Alright. Okay, let's give us all more reason to start investigating right away. Let's see what kind of clues we can find today while there's still time. I'm sure we can find something on the Great Witch Padella. Yes, you're right. Okay, let's do our best to find some clues. Okay. They're gonna do find some clues. Me, I'm gonna save the game. And get ready for checkout. Okay. Now, I already verified that Dan's already got a stream going, so let's get that ready to rock and roll, huh? Not ready, but come on, work today. Let me verify it one last time. Huh. I saw earlier. Did he go offline when I wasn't looking? Come on, top. No, he's still going at it. Okay, he's still going at it. All right, we'll rate him. So if you haven't done so yet today, or if you're watching the VOD here on Twitch or over on YouTube, drop a follow here on me here on Twitch. It's the easy way to keep my content when I'm not live. I stream on Twitch fairly regularly. I'm going to try to stream a little more. I have 3 offline accounts: a Twitter account where I'm not calling it X, where I post schedule updates and go live and thank yous. I have a Knight's server where I post off my spawn bets offline and do IT, and a YouTube channel where I post the vibes. So don't forget to get over there and subscribe. So yeah. Anyways, I am tired. I'm exhausted. And I'm going to put a limit on the workout thing because that was ridiculous. And it boosts the cooldown for it. So I can't do that often. And I was trying to get to the game really badly. So I wanted to get it done. I wanted to play the game, not get abused by chat, you know? Or pushed around by chat, I should say. Anyways, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope right now Dirty Dan just doing some, I guess, Mario / Pokemon. I think that's what I saw in the little clip. So when you get over there, hit follow, friend, if you haven't done so yet, and just enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great one.